Objective Fan. The Objective Fan.
What's up, Knicks Nation? And as always, we have a whole lot to talk about. Why is Leon Rose and the New York Knicks apparently about to let Tyler Nickel walk? Whew. Also, the Knicks are finally feeling the cost of what it takes to win a championship. And former Knick favorite, fan favorite, potentially to return to the Knicks. And Yabu, some of you guys made interesting renditions of his name. I shall not do that. But he had some things to say about playing in New York. Josh Hart's comments, and this is the flagship topic. He says interesting things about the Knicks going back to back. And does the Jokic scenario in Denver make Jalen Brunson look a whole lot better? But listen, man, welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan. And I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey. What's up, Knicks Nation? Before we begin the show, we do have to address the proper formality. We have to smash the like button. So as you enter the show, smash that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. And we're still cooking with hot grease. While you're at it, you might as well subscribe, because in the last 28 days, 50% of you guys who watch are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. We're on the road to 10K subs, and each time we do reach new subscriber milestones, we do have special giveaways. So the only way to learn of the next one is to subscribe and hit that bell icon. But what's going on, Knicks Nation? Let me see what we got in the building. Okay, J-Tap, we in the building. OKF Nation. Rock, we in the building. OKF Nation. Marie B, what's going on? OKF Nation. All right, Tugboat Taylor, captain of the OKF Nation. Shit, man, big time salute to everybody. As you enter the show, continue to smash that like button. Couple of things I want to announce. Blue and Orange Brunch will return tomorrow. All right. And yeah, we're still waiting for Tyler Kolek. I keep saying Tyler Kolek. Oh my God. Yesterday was Khalil. Now it's Kolek. We're continuing to wait for Tyler Nickel news. All right. We seen some other two ways get signed. So I'm waiting for Tyler Nickel to get his announcement in. And thus far, there is no Tyler Nickel announcement. So my question is, why are the Knicks letting Tyler Nickel walk? He is about to walk. All right. But we'll get into that a little bit later into the show. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well, man. I'm going to get it started early, man. So look, I want to talk about the cost of winning a championship, because a lot of fans really don't understand the nature of the business of sports, and that's fine. You don't have to understand the nature of business of sports. At the end of the day, we're just fans, right? It's not our job to understand what a second apron is, right? It's not our job to, understand what, certain moves. Oh, slide the 82 nights over. By the way, I got the New York edition on deck, trying to make sure I got it on the camera looking right. But us as fans, we don't have to, know all these significant details. But it would be good to know at least some of the details, so that way you can understand the moves, because sometimes us as fans, we jump off the deep end, and that could be problematic because now you're getting all emotional for something that you don't even understand. But there is a cost to winning championships, and this is something that the Knicks are definitely learning a lot about as we speak. I do got a nice source on this, and I'm gonna pull it up now. When we're talking about the Knicks championship, salute to us. We still celebrating. The celebration is for the entire season. We didn't even get our rings yet. We didn't even see the banners yet. And by the way, there should be 3 banners. We'll see what happens with that. But there is a cost to winning championships. Let me pull this up. All right. Now, I disagree with that. We keep running into the hidden cost of a championship. I really want to say that this is the first cost that we've run into since winning the championship. Now, what does this cost? If you go ahead and add Senior Vice President of Basketball Operations, Gerson Rosas, big time salute to him on his new endeavors. The growing number of exits the New York Knicks have incurred this summer, much like other partners as well as near misses, this team should have seen this coming since ending the 53-year-old drought. Yes, this is what it is. When you win the championship, you're going to lose personnel. Front office, coaching staff, players, that's just how it works. Now, this makes sense when you think about it, because all of these players, coaches, and front office people are hot commodities, because you want them to bring that successful championship energy to your franchise. All right. Now, in Rosas' case, he's leaving to explore other opportunities. I'm not sure how many of you guys realize that, but yeah, he's going to build another championship team to beat us. He's not retiring. He's a young guy. He's only 48 years old. Hey, salute to everybody living life in the golden ages in their 40s. You feel me? Representing. But yeah, this guy is not done. What I'm getting, and I said this in the video that I dropped, the truth about Gerson Rosas' departure, I truly believe that he is somebody who likes adventure. And now that the adventure is over, even though we have more left, he wants to go conquer another milestone. I just hope that he doesn't go against us. Maybe go to the West Coast so we could be further apart. And if we see each other in the finals, so be it. But he's really the only person we lost. Please spare me with the Mitchell Robinson stuff. Oh my God. Please spare me with the, oh man, what are we going to do? We don't have Mitch. Oh no. Please spare me with that. Stop. Ariel Hukpori, stop. Trey Jemison, stop. You're talking about guys that didn't play a lot of time. They're replaceable. Now, while I do agree, I don't know what Leon's waiting for. We still have all our 2 ways available and 1 more roster spot. But I'm figuring that's going to change shortly. Nonetheless, he was the 3rd highest ranking front office executive. Okay, so he was a higher up. And he definitely played a role in some of the decision making that took place. All right. Now, the Knicks players definitely generated more interest. I mean, Ariel Hukpori was signed like literally 2 days or the next day right after Mitchell Robinson was signed. But this is the cost of winning a championship. I don't really care about the players who left because honestly, they're replaceable. But Gerson Rosas, that brother is not replaceable. But to be fair, he served his purpose. One of his main purposes, and I'm not saying this is the only thing he did, but one of the main purpose was to bring Towns back because he has a relationship with Towns and he helped structure that deal. We already have now. It would have been nice to have him help structure Karl-Anthony Towns' contract. This is why I did that show that I did the other day or yesterday, because I was like, man, what does this say about Towns' extension? I'm not concerned overly, but it is an eye raiser that Towns is not signed. All right, and we also got to the bottom as well as to why the reason why Rosas left the Knicks. Okay, you want more details on that? Go watch that video. I dropped it yesterday. But this is the cost. Now, here's going to be the key to us our defense, and seeing whether or not we're a team that's going to be able to persevere. You got to get used to losing personnel. And us as fans, we have to realize that players come and go. You know, we're too attached to personnel. We know that right now, at least. I mean, this could change, especially with Towns' contract pending. But we know that when it comes to our core five, they're pretty much locked up. And we'll see what happens with Towns. But so those five guys should be here for a while. I anticipate the business being handled. We'll see what happens. But you have to get used to this. And as long as Leon Rose is running the show, we know that it's a team. I think we should be all right. Because he has a knack for finding talent and putting them in the right positions. And as long as he has Worldwide West with him, he's not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Because Worldwide West is one of the most resourceful men in sports entertainment. He knows everybody. There's not nobody that he doesn't know. That's why they call him Worldwide West. All right. And we still have Brock Aller, the cat magician. I'm pretty sure that Brock Aller knows way more about the cat than me. So I think we're going to be fine when it comes to Towns' extension. But please spare me the spooky in the goddamn woods philosophy. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Mitchell Robinson, oh no. Please spare me with that. I really just don't want to hear that, like, at all. All right. But that's where we are right now at the moment. And honestly, I feel like even though, yes, salute to the players. I don't want to take nothing away from them. They helped us win the championship, even though it was on limited roles, if you ask me. I think the biggest loss right now is Gerson. Because Gerson was a fixture in that front office. All right. So big time salute to everybody in the building. Continue smashing that like button on the way into the show. All right. I'm definitely going to hit the phone lines early as well. 646-995-8389. All right. So, guess I do two more topics, then I hit the phone lines. But if you do call up, hit the number. By the way, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Very important to the YouTube algorithm. All right. Do appreciate you guys' support. All right. So I see my man Mike is in the queue, and I promised that I was going to trigger him. So, hey, salute to my man Mike, not from the islands. And when I say islands, I mean Staten Island and Long Island. All right. So I started off with, oh, by the way, the question is, why did we let Tyler Nickel walk? That's my assumption too. I mean, we still got 2 more hours to see the news, but I don't know. It's not like Leon to get the deal done in the middle of the night. But we'll see. But I want to talk about Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson and the Knicks have interest, y'all. Huh. Yeah. Taj Gibson, baby. How would you feel about a Taj Gibson reunion? No Coach Tibbs, but I did come across this, and you know, right now there's a lot of mystery, and people are speculating on a lot of things, and Taj Gibson is something that I came across. Let me go to research mode really quickly. Taj Gibson emerges as a cut candidate. I'm sorry, emerging as a cut candidate could interest in the. Okay, I said it right. So here's the deal with Taj. All right. Now, Taj Gibson is currently with the Mavericks, I believe. I believe he's with the Mavericks. I'm a stat check fact check. Hold on, let me see. I could have sworn the article said it too. James Harden, Michael Scotto. Oh, yeah, he's with the Grizzlies. I said Mavericks. Anyway, according to Hoop site Michael Scotto, all right, Gibson owns the 3.82 million non-guaranteed salary. So his contract is not guaranteed. You know who else has a non-guaranteed contract? Sohan. Sohan's contract is not guaranteed. So there could be a world where you get Sohan back. But I'm going to show you something. I'm going to go into Sports Track. You know how I get down on this channel. My two favorite websites is Sports Track and Basketball Reference. All right. I stay in research mode and I put it on the screen so we won't mess it up. All right. Because it's very easy to mess it up. Let me go to the Memphis Grizzlies. So right now they got 19 players. I thought it was 20, but they got 19 players on the contract right now. Oh, well, did they waive Kentavious Pope? He was with the Grizzlies? Okay, that's why. So because they waived, and they waived Cole Anthony. Wow. I did read an article seeing that Cole Anthony is going to be overseas. He's done with the NBA. I feel bad for him because they used to pick on Cole Anthony. He's cold on the offensive end. But boy, on the defensive end, oh my goodness, they was posting him up. But Pope is out of there. So, you know, the Grizzlies have 19 players. You're allowed to take 21 going into camp 3-2 ways. And all the rest could be, you know, what's it called? Exhibit 9s or 10s. So that frees up some space for them. But they still got a hell of a lot of players. They still got 6 power forwards or 5 power forwards now, right? And no. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power forward. How did they get another power forward? What the hell? I thought they had 6 power forwards and 4 centers. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 power forwards. You talk about a cluster. Plus, they got 4 centers. Zach Edey, Quentin Post, and Beef Stew. So they're probably going to waive Taj Gibson. If Taj Gibson gets waived, should we consider, he doesn't have to come on a guaranteed contract, but would you invite him to training camp? If the Grizzlies get rid of him now, I'm not saying they will. I don't know when they will get rid of him, but would you invite him to the camp? All right. Memphis has several names in their front court. We just went through them. All right. Taj Gibson may be headed towards his release. Gives the Knicks an intriguing decision to make. Taj Gibson is 41 years old. I know Mike is tight right now. Yikes. When he first came to the Knicks, he was 35, and people was making a big deal about his age then. Yikes. Does Leon Rose do the unthinkable and bring Taj to the fold? Would you guys riot if Taj Gibson were to sign that last roster spot? Curious to see your thoughts on this. You can call up 646-995-8389. Right? I see the chat. Y'all saying Tibbs is not here, so it's not going to happen. Hey, at this rate, you just never know. But he is about to be bought out by the Memphis Grizzlies. They have way too many power forwards. I thought it was 6. How they get 7? I don't even know how to get 7 power forwards. That's crazy. It doesn't even make no damn sense. You know, and like I said, those guys could play. And Kareem Lopez is a rookie, so shoot, we'll see what happens. What's good, D? He said donation to the ring night. Hashtag Mitch second apron fund. Yeah, nah. Hey, D. You trying to trigger me. By the way, this the guy who sent in that super chat. That's him who says triggered, by the way. Don't trigger me. Please, for the life of me. I don't want to hear about Mitchell Robinson and the loss of Mitch. And please, I'm begging. And you know, I'm dropping it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going there. I'm dropping the Dolan apology video. I know it's gonna make y'all tight. I don't care. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it, man. And I might even drop it top of the morning. We'll see what happens. But I don't want to hear about Mitch, man. Please spare me. Please spare me. I don't want to hear about Mitchell Robinson. It's very crucial to my sanity that you don't bring up, what are we going to do? We lost Mitch. Oh, no. Man, if you scared, keep that scary ass energy over there. Go to Boston with Mitch. Take that to Boston, man. No spooky in the woods over here. We good. All right. Do want to also let you guys know the New York edition is available for pre-order. All right. All you have to do is check out my link tree. I'll put the link in the chat right now as we speak. That's linktree/TheObjectiveFan. All right. And right now it's available and you will be able to get free shipping on your pre-orders. All right. Now, the New York edition is specially catered for Knicks fans who do more than just watch basketball. You can track every game, every score, important trends, players to watch, your top games, fan experiences, in the entire Knicks 26-27 season from beginning to end. Like I said, free shipping for a limited time, and you will receive this journal right before the season starts. All you have to do is check out my link tree. The link is pinned in the chat. That's linktree/TheObjectiveFan to take advantage of this special offer. And listen, man, I look forward to seeing you guys inside of the new and improved 82 Nights Club. Big time salute to everybody who already put their pre-orders in. I want to talk about Josh Hart, but I know Mike is not going to want to talk about Josh Hart. I know my man Mike is triggered. I'm going to get him on the line right now. Then I'm going to get into my Josh Hart bill. But keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. If you want to talk
Yes,
on the
sir.
semi-late night show. Uh-oh. I told you I was going to trigger you, man.
Yes, you did. And what we talked about, before, we are on it with Leon. I can't believe you just get all the points ready.
Let's go.
Leon is on a purge. Leon has purged himself from all rim runners and one-dimensionals. No Taj Gibson or whatever. No Taj. No more Taj.
Why not? No, you stop me.
I can't. He's a one-dimensional. No more. Even though he got a little offense at the end, no more.
Right.
I'm so happy Mitch is not there. That's Merry Christmas.
Let's go.
All one-dimensionals, hot 40s, Jamesons, out of here. Because
Right.
you need somebody that can do something with the ball that can be effective down there to pass it to. Now, I wanted to ask you, you said something about Cat with this contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
When is the last date of us negotiating this extension that we have to be in fear that he may walk in 2027
man.
summer?
Well, you got until the trade deadline because he has a player option. So,
Yeah.
So look, you don't want him to sign that player option because you're going to be a second apron team unless you're going to make trades. So
There you go. Now you hitting it. I was sitting here I was thinking about, I said, wow, he could walk. And knowing Leon, not knowing him, but guessing Leon, I don't think he likes to be put in a corner. And this Rosas, he negotiated Donovan Mitchell failed deal before we got Cat. So now he left. All the one-dimensionals are out. He got open two ways. Something big is happening. Cat is supposed to, because he didn't sign an extension last year, so we negotiating this year. What if he doesn't sign? We're going into training camp, and the Knicks decide to make a move on Khalil Ware with Cat. Since Cat scored 5 points in the finals, and people are still upset about that. But Cat is a windy stopper. He enhanced his career in New York. He made himself a better player in the finals as far as defense. So what do you think about that possibility?
Khalil Ware's on a rookie contract. Cat is making 35% max. The numbers don't work out.
Yeah, but then they have to include other people, not from the Knicks, but from Milwaukee's.
They don't want Cat. They want to rebuild.
Yeah, they want to rebuild. They got some pretty good rookies in there now.
Yeah, they want to rebuild with Khalil Ware.
I don't know. The future. He could be the future.
He is the future. They traded him for Giannis.
Yeah, you're right.
You better stick to G.G. Jackson, dog. You better stick to
well, I think if Cat pushes it and Josh Hart pushes it, we might see some things start to happen because of these extensions. And like you said World Wide West, and Rose is perusing all of the NBA to see what's getting ready to happen in the NBA. All of these players that might shake loose. So anything is possible. I don't think they're not going to be locked into that second apron with Cat in this extension. Or Josh Hart.
That's why I think Cat's going to take a discount. But I appreciate you, Mike, man. Big time.
It's very interesting.
Very. That's why I'm talking about it every day. But thank you, Mike.
Okay. Take care now.
All right. Yeah, I knew that was going to trigger him with the Taj Gibson. I did that topic just for him because I saw him in the queue. I said, yeah, let me get my brother on here. I'm going to get back to the phone lines in a second. I want to talk about Josh Hart. Now, Josh Hart, you can hate him or love him. You know how important he is to the roster. If I had favorite players, which I don't, Josh Hart would be my favorite player. Undoubtedly so. I just love players who are multifaceted and who can impact the game without scoring. And those type of players are not as common as you may think they are. He's a more rare find than some of the other guys that we have on our team. So if you could get a taller player, then maybe. But Josh Hart brings so much diversity to your squad that, man, I got to give him a big time salute. Because I just love that Hart-Brunson pick and roll when they try to put the 5 on Hart. Man, it's just barbecue chicken, dog. And so the reason why I'm even bringing up Josh Hart is because he spoke recently on a publication and he talked about the repeating aspect for the New York Knicks. And I feel as though a lot of us fans are nicked out. We think that, we just going to win the championship because we the Knicks, and that's just how we believe, right? I think that I can make a clever, convincing argument as to why I believe firmly that the Knicks will make it to the finals. I'm not there right now where I'm like, yeah, we going to win it all again. I'm not going to lie. I would like to see what Leon does next, right? I'm not saying we can't win the championship. I'm not saying I'm spooky in the woods. I'm just saying I'm not as confident to say, hey, man, the championship is ours. I like to have trump cards in my back pocket. Now, I do think there are favorable matchups. Like if we saw the Spurs again in the finals, oh, man, it'll be BTA part 2. Down the stretch, they'll fall apart. They got too many young guys. Then you got to rely on Tobias Harris. Come on, dog. We got to stop. But Josh Hart And Jalen Brunson also said some really interesting comments. He gets honest on the Knicks repeating. Very few players in the NBA have more confidence than Josh Hart right now. He knows exactly what his role is, and he's very comfortable being one of the best utility players in the NBA. That is a fact. However, with that confidence, Hart is a realist. While the New York Knicks comfortably won the championship last season, it doesn't mean that they're guaranteed to win next season. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not at the point where I'm like, yo, it's a guaranteed lock we win in the championship. It's so much that goes into a season, that goes into a run. One, I would like to see what the complete team looks like. I would like to see what Leon Rose's chess moves are this year, because we hadn't really seen a chess move yet, unless you're going to count Andre Drummond. But Josh Hart will be the first to tell you that. There was a clip too. Salute to my girl L Figgy in the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. She put a clip up there about Brunson in the interview saying the same thing. But I don't even want to think about the Larry O'Brien trophy next year. You know, we won it. Yes, it's there, but it's 0-0. Everything we did last year does not count this year. And I think fans need to embrace that mentality a little bit more as well. Like, there's some things that we got to continue to improve upon to guarantee or fortify our chances at a repeat. Or just automatically because we so nicked out and, oh man, you're not a Knicks fan if you don't believe all the way 100%. Yes, we're going to be rooting for the team. But would I sit here and put my mortgage on the fact that we're going to win another championship? I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not betting the house on the Knicks winning another championship. Now, you may do that. Kudos to you. Salute to you. You know what I mean? I may take that finals bet, but I still need to see more of what Leon is doing, right? Salute to all the channel members. We're going to do a bracket challenge and a fantasy league, but we're going to do a bracket challenge where y'all going to be able to pick y'all brackets beforehand to see who gets it right. And the winner who predicts their bracket the most accurately will win a prize. All right. So be on the lookout for that, channel members. Once we see like more rosters filled out, because I feel like it's too early to do the brackets and then you're going to want to change it. Nah, I want to do it where we locking it in. So the bracket challenges will probably begin like late September, maybe early September. You know, I just need to see more moves, right? Right now it's August, so it's not really done yet. But once we get the full totality or the majority of the moves out of the way, then we'll do the bracket challenge. But I'm not right now in August. I can't say that I'm guaranteeing anything. All right. And if the players are feeling this way, why should I act as though I got more faith than them? Josh Hart said, obviously we won last season, but if we think that we're just going to throw the ball up game one and think we're at that level again, or we're a championship team, we're kind of playing ourselves. I thought that was a bar. The logic isn't we're the champs, we're the best. No, it's 0-0. You have to treat this like a new year. You have to treat this like this is year 54 of the drought. Thank God it's not. Salute to that. But at the same time, from the players' mentality, they got to play like, yo, man, we hungry. We didn't win it last year. We can't have the mentality like we're the defending champs, because that's how you get beat. Because now you feel like you got something to protect instead of fighting for it. I think that will be the difference between us and the other 7 who tried. But these guys' mentality is on another level to me. Salute to all the college grads they got, you know, the Nova boys. These guys are thinkers, man. Hart went on to add that he's confident with the group that the Knicks currently have because his teammates are all focused and locked in on improving. We got to get better, y'all. Even if it's the same team. We got to get better. We can't assume that Portland's going to be the same, that Denver's going to be the same, that Detroit is going to be the same. We got to improve. There's a level of confidence, but there's also honesty about knowing what work needs to get done. And that's why I'm confident in the boys in orange and blue having a shot to win. But I'm not guaranteeing nothing. I'm not saying we're the favorites to win the chair. I think we're the favorites in the East for sure. Because I could debate that point. We could just go down the rosters and talk about styles and all of that. I'm ready for that smoke. I mean, there's a team that I think everyone, or not everyone, but I think there's a team, and I talked about them last year. That's the funny part. My team to watch, believe it or not, is the Orlando Magic. The reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like the Orlando Magic are either going to crash and burn or they're going to be a top 3 team in the East. The reason why is because they got a new coach. And I know we dropped content on that coach just saying the nonsense about the 46 minutes. But this guy comes from the Greg Popovich school. Does he implement some good things in Orlando to help them get over the hump? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But that excuse he made was trash, for sure. Nonetheless, they got to put that together. This is why I feel like we have an edge on the East. We went down the NBA.com's list of the top 10 teams entering the Eastern Conference this season. Of course, the Knicks were number 1. And every single team from 9 to 10 had major changes. Changes means adjustments and growth and learning curve. We may have a learning curve, but it's a lot smaller than these other teams. It's important for the Knicks to not forget about the sense of humility that Hart speaks of. And I think because Brunson has that humility, I don't see them forgetting it because he will remind them. And the humble champion has the greatest chance to repeat in my book. All right. And we know the East is ferocious, but like I said, they gotta come together to beat us. But that was Josh Hart's comments. I could have sworn there was another comment in here. Guess not. Just one, there was another comment. Okay, whatever. But if you want to talk about that, 646-995-8389. Continue smashing that like button. I got more calls. So if I miss your call, I am doing callbacks. But that's what Josh Hart had to say. What do y'all think about that? Are you too much of a Knick fan? Are you just Knick fanned out? By the way, I got my eyes on the news as well and on Twitter. I'm trying to see if Tyler Nickel gets signed at some point. We're running out of time, y'all. Why would Leon Rose let Tyler Nickel become an unrestricted free agent? That's my question tonight. What's the benefit for that? Because I didn't even read an offer. Maybe that'll come out tomorrow. But we'll see. 646-995-8389. Get my man Blue on the line. And let's see where Blue is.
Yo.
Uh-oh. What's good, Blue? We in the building.
So
Nothing much, man.
I like a lot what you had to say, man, because I'm in accordance with what you're saying about, the Knicks having to humble down, or what Josh Hart's saying, having to humble down where they are going forward for next season. I think it is very important for them to, have a solid, understanding that, it is a new year. But as far as Karl Anthony Towns goes, if he has to walk, he could walk. He could kick rocks.
What?
I mean, look, man. Yeah, man. Look, if we have to reconfig or rejig this whole, championship run, whether he decides to, fall in line with the rest of the team on taking discounts, if he's unwilling, when he said he was willing, but when he was on the PG show, he was like, yo, get as much money as you can. And I understand that point too, but getting as much money as you can doesn't necessarily mean or add up to championship we've seen this happen to Melo and others where they've taken the most amount of money. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go after the bag, but you know, that's irrelevant. But there's also another I read another trade proposal out there, which was kind
Uh-oh.
of crazy. Yeah, man, it was a 3-team trade with Detroit, the Nets, and the Rockets. So it would send Kevin Durant to
Uh-huh.
Detroit with
Yeah, I
Clint
read that trade.
Capella. Yeah, and what was that? This guy Durant going to the Nets,
Mm-hmm.
and was that Kevin Porter Jr. going to the Rockets with like 3 first-round picks. I'm like, wow, that's a crazy trade. I don't know how that would I don't know how that would influence the East. That would be very intriguing, you know, to see those two together, Cade and Durant. But um,
Yeah.
I do think that what you said about Orlando, I also have them picked as the, you know, the team to keep your eye on.
Mm-hmm.
Last year they were the most traveled team throughout the
Right.
NBA. And I thought that played a factor into, you know, their overall play during the season as
Yeah.
well as their
And they were hurt a
injuries.
lot too. Yep.
Yeah, as well as their
10
injuries.
seconds.
But I do think that you know, as far as Towns is concerned, look, man, if he can't take a discount, then you know, look, I was willing to get rid of him at the end of the championship to get Giannis in here, to be honest. So, you know, if he can't get in line with the rest of the crew, man, he could kick rocks, man, for real, for real. But
Wow.
man,
I
yeah,
appreciate you, Bill.
I
Damn.
wouldn't want him to go, but you know, look, man,
Damn.
you know, he be campaigning too much for me, man, and I don't like it. So, you know, whatever, dude. If you want the bag, go ahead, go somewhere else, man. You know, I know this is New York, but you know, look, man, I ain't trying to go another 10 years without a chip. So, you know,
All
he ain't
right,
the end all
family.
be all. All right. I'll see you
Big
later,
time
champ.
salute.
All right, peace.
Man, I did put this disclaimer up. The views of the caller I don't agree with. You know, I disagree completely with the narrative that you have to sacrifice money to win championships. Jalen Brunson's the only one to do that in his prime. Duncan and Dirk did it when they were over the hill. They didn't do it in their prime, contrary to popular belief. So this notion that you have to sacrifice is cap. Now, I do think that Brunson getting 35% and Towns getting 35% is overkill. There's no way the Knicks are going to do that. So while I disagree with Towns kicking rocks, because I think Towns is going to sign it a discount. I believe that wholeheartedly. And the discount doesn't have to be with Brunson's sacrifice, right? And so what? People are saying, oh, well, he only lost 37 million and not the 113. It's the principle of business, because nothing is guaranteed except that money. All right. God forbid something happens to you. That 5-year, 200 and what was it, 70, whatever it was, $1 million. That's guaranteed. You sign that 150 something million or 60 million, $113 million less, and something happens to you, God forbid, you lost $113 million. It's that simple. Nothing is guaranteed but that contract. So people are trying to take shots at Brunson. Okay. All right. $37 million. Show me somebody who gave up more than that in their prime. And please don't use the rookie extensions, because most rookies don't get the rookie max. So, you know, there's been hundreds of players eligible for that. Only 9 received the 30%. So the idea that, oh yeah, well, you know, The 30%, we've seen that before. No, I mean, most of the time, those people, like SGA wasn't eligible for it. There was a lot of players that's not eligible for it. But give me the guy who is a veteran within 10 years, eligible, who gave up what Brunson gave up. I'll wait on that. I give you a hint. You're not going to find it. 646-995-8389. All right. Call up, voice your opinion. Got my man D from LA. This might be another triggering conversation. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't respectfully. I don't agree with that last call at all.
I know.
Yeah, nah.
See, y'all both might trigger the audience, and y'all on different extremes. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, but just no. And it's funny because we had a conversation about this just yesterday, right?
Right.
Where we talked about what do we believe Karl Anthony Towns is worth. You asked me if I think 30%. I'm like, I don't know, 25, 27% maybe, 30% just because of what he's shown as far as like, you know, he can sometimes be inconsistent in a very costly way. I'm like, I don't know. But let's not get carried away, though. That's still a 7-foot first round, multi-time All-Star champion. Stretch big. Yeah, nah. Kicking rocks is crazy, which is actually interesting because what I was going to call for before I even got on the phone was a conversation about Karl Anthony Towns. Now, I've said what I thought about how much he maybe worth, what I think his perspective may worth. But my question to you is, let's just jump off the ledge for a quick second. Can we afford to lose Karl Anthony Towns? Because we could afford to lose Mitch.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Anybody on the bench you could afford to lose.
Right.
Anybody who's a bench player is replaceable.
Right. But can we afford to lose, at least for the next 2-3 years, let's say Karl Anthony Towns performs at a 90% of what he's been his entire career. Let's say his average is 85 to 90% of what Karl Anthony Towns is for the next 3 years. Can we afford to lose him?
Damn. I don't think so. Because whoever you're trading him for is going to be for lesser players. You're not going to get Giannis anymore. He's gone. It's off the board. Sorry. Yeah.
Because, I mean, again, I'm not over here saying that Karl Anthony Towns is the greatest basketball player of all time. I'm just talking about realistically, though. When we look at what we were able to do with the championship, even with him, all the flaws that we know he has, when you look at the landscape of the league, somebody actually brought it up a couple of days ago, was like, is Karl Anthony Towns the top 3 center in the league? And I'm still thinking it's 1999. So I go look at the list of centers. I'm like, damn, he's up there.
No, he's definitely he definitely is top 3 to me, for sure.
For real, he's up there because what choices do you have? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You can't really count and beat that much anymore, unless whatever.
He would be up there though if he plays 60 games.
Exactly, right? But he doesn't. So when you look at the landscape, you're like, yo, it's Jokic. We don't really consider Giannis a center. Maybe we'll put Wemby somewhere in top 5, but Karl Anthony Towns is kind of up there, man.
No, he's up there.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't. Yeah. Now, would I pay him? The question will be, can we afford to lose him? And then how much of him can we afford financially to still win the championship? It's kind of stuck in between those two conversations. But I don't think replacing and letting Karl Anthony Towns kick rocks is a genius idea. No.
Unless you can convince Orlando to give up Paolo and pray Paolo is something. Because he's the only player.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Paolo reminds me of a Carmelo Anthony Julius Randle combination. Like the talent is there, but sometimes his decisions, I'm like, bro, yeesh. You know what I mean? But lastly, though, before I go, I just want to touch on this. Karl Anthony Towns, my fandom does not supersede whatever Karl Anthony Towns' financial goals are. So, like,
of course,
you know what I mean? Like the thing that we keep saying about players taking pay cuts. Because I want to put a sticker on my laptop, nah, man, we gotta let these players. It's hard to get to that league. You know what I mean?
It's very difficult. It's uncertain. Just ask Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh almost died last year, and he had to retire early because of the.
By the way, the blood clots. It's a nonstop life threat every day of his life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you take it, you want to be the team guy. I'm going to go sign for 4 years, 156 when you could have got 5 years. Think about that, bro.
Yeah, nah. I love my Knicks, but no players under the
Right.
knife to. Yeah, nah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Especially if you're a big man too.
right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get that Cap drives us crazy sometimes. Let's really think about what we, let's really think about Cap.
Hey, so you're not Phil Jackson tonight, right? You like Jalen Brunson tonight because everybody gonna agree with that. You went from Phil to Brunson.
Don't worry. Y'all said y'all want to pop one, right? I'm gonna call Joakim Noah right now and tell him to sign up.
Oh, okay, yeah, you gotta go. All right, we'll talk later. Bye. All right, salute. Oh my God, he said Joakim Noah at power forward. That was crazy. If you don't know, that's my man D from LA. He is the he's the self-proclaimed Phil Jackson of the Knicks community. He wants to trigger you and piss you the hell off. But tonight, he was a good guy tonight. Blue might have been the guy to get you a little bit upset. Yeah, I disagree with Cat could kick rocks. Unfortunately, if you're not going to get a Paolo, because Paolo, hold on, I'm going to go to research mode really quickly. The reason why I brought him up is because he's a young player who has potential. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't think Paolo is the greatest in the world anymore. I think that, the injury risk and the fact that I don't know. I don't feel like his game is championship level, at least not right now. I don't want to stint the man growth because he did go to Duke University, and I'm a Duke fan, so I support anybody who went to Duke University. But I want to pull up the Magic really quickly because I think his contract is what we want Towns to sacrifice. No, it's not. Well, hold up. I thought he was at 35%. I'm sorry. I thought he was at 30%. Look at this contract, y'all. This contract is very attractive, right? If you could get, if you had the, I'm not saying we want to trade Towns, relax. I'm just saying if you had the trade Towns, like you ultimately had to because there's a blowout over the money. This might be a kid you might have to get and go get a center. Maybe you do it like this. I know it's not attractive, but maybe you say, yo, give me Goga and Paolo for Towns. So now at least Goga could be the 5. Now you get a solid 5 in Goga. You get Paolo to play the 4. You move OG to the 3. Will that win you a championship? I pray. You still got Jalen Brunson. You still have Josh Hart, even though Hart might be tight because he might have to come off the bench. But I'm just giving you an alternative. That's that. I don't want to trade Cat because I do agree with D from LA. Any trade you do for Cat would be a downgrade unless you luck up. That's a luck trade because usually you don't see all-star for all-star in a trade. It doesn't really happen like that. Rarely, unless it's an Asian all-star and they just got good salary, you want to flip it. But usually, you get, I call it the Trae Young package. So do y'all want that? I'm going to get back into the phone line, but I got to talk about my man, Yabu. Yabu Selly wants to Nick. I'm going to give Yabu a salute. Once a Nick, always a Nick. And it was his trade that was instrumental in us winning the championship. And he's a champion because he played enough games to be qualified to be a champion. So salute to him and his endeavors. He traveled back overseas to go play basketball as he couldn't find a home in America. And honestly, it might have been one of the best moves for him because he's going to be one of the highest paid Euro players, believe it or not. Say what you want about Yabu, but he getting a bag over there, a way bigger bag than he would have got in America. All right. So Yabu Selly had a very, very interesting commentary on his time in New York. And since we're on the line, we got a whole lot of Knicks fans in the building. I want to talk to y'all about it. Go to research mode. So just so I could put it in his exact words, former Knick had a blunt take on the Knicks' impossible job. Yabu didn't spend long with the Knicks. He spent enough time to understand the deal. In a recent interview, the former Knick forward said, if you play 2 bad games, they're already asking for a trade. Hey, Niggas Nation, we got to have a conversation. Yabu's calling us out. He said that you play 2 bad games, they want to trade you. What are y'all thoughts about that? He's right about the temperature. A bad Tuesday night in January could turn into a week of radio calls. Hey, salute to Blue and Orange Brunch and the Smoke Fire shows where y'all call up here, right? And all of that stuff. All right. And yeah, that just comes with playing in New York. He appeared in 41 games, believe it or not. That's crazy. Even though he did sit out quite a number of games as well. He averaged 9 minutes a game and didn't start not once. His role was limited, but the pressure was not. He got to the Bulls and had a couple of double-doubles and started in Chicago. And I think that Chicago performance helped him get the contract that he was looking for overseas. I don't need to agree with any former player to see what he means. Knicks fans care hard. They can be impatient when the playoff caliber team looks flat. Players know before they arrive. They learn how different it feels when the Garden gets restless. All right. So, yeah, that's what he had to say about the Knicks and Knicks Nation. Y'all want to trade him. You didn't have no patience for your boy. I felt like Yabu wasn't the right pickup. You know, because he's not a power forward that does more without scoring. Now, he is he's not a good rebounder. Even though he did do all right in Chicago, he's not a good rebounder. I seen him. Trust me, I did the scouting on him. I watched the Eurobasket. I saw his 30-point game. I saw the other games. He was captain of the French team. He's a great guy. I met him. Great guy, good personality. But for what we needed at the power forward position, he wasn't a great defender, not a great rebounder. You got to at least do one of those things. That's why I think Drummond's going to be all right. Because Drummond is a really good rebounder, and he has some skill on the offensive side, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes, and he's not the worst free throw shooter, a la Mitchell Robinson, who's in Boston right now, singing these sad-ass songs with Jason Tatum and the Celtics. So, you know, I just felt like I never thought he was the right fit. When y'all said that, oh, he was the steal of the offseason, I said, I don't know about that. I watched the brother, and it's all about how he fits in and adjusts to our system. And that's a lot of times people don't account for the fit. They're just looking at the names. So 646-995-8389. If I miss your call, I'm calling back now, and continue to smash that like button. Do me that solid. Do me that favor. All right. We're talking Knicks in the dog days of summer every single day. We don't miss a beat. All right. Got my man Fritz, NBA economy. I'm curious to see where he wants to go. I'm pretty sure he wants to talk about Tyler Nickel. Hey, what's going on? Fritz in the building.
Hey, Karan, how you?
Nothing much, man. I'm assuming you want to talk about Tyler Nickel.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Tyler Nickel, the guy who's about to be an unrestricted free agent, because unless we got news in the past 30 minutes, I didn't hear nothing about Tyler Nickel.
I didn't hear nothing either. It could be that he's, trusting Leon. But yeah, if they go past midnight, it's in his hands.
It's in his hands, indeed.
It's in, the player could do whatever he wants, but maybe he trusts Leon to make it happen.
Wow.
Because you have to think, like, he wants to be, like, signed to the Knicks. And he probably doesn't want a two-way.
No, he doesn't. He could get more in college.
Like, if the Knicks are taking this long and they ain't making an announcement, that means the Knicks is trying to make room, probably with another trade. like try to make room to make sure he can get a spot. Because you don't want to just jump ahead and make a move and then whatever you thought was going to happen ain't happen.
Wow. So you think, because you did predict, you said you think that there's going to be 2 trades, right? You said that on Twitter.
I think there's going to be 2 trades. I think you gotta get the center.
Right.
I don't think anybody's like what the Knicks want, who they, signing. I think you would have to trade for whoever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, I think you got to find Deuce's spot. If you're not signing Deuce, if you're not going to send Deuce, you got to find him a spot.
Right. I agree.
And I think what a lot of like Knicks fans are like, I don't know, we'll just throw him in a trade, but you can't just throw Deuce in a trade and then you can't just throw him in a trade and next year he upset.
Exactly. Yeah. Can't do it.
I don't know. So I'm not gonna give up on DiBiase.
Oh, okay, Diabate.
I think
Okay,
DiBiase is like the best option. I think he's the best option out there. I don't think it'll be
Can he play the 4 though? Can he play the 4?
I think he's a 5.
Right.
I think he's a 5. If I'm the Knicks, I go get DiBiase. And then I know a lot of people say, "Hey, he's a backup." I think he's a backup for now, and then you can see if you can start him. Eventually, you can have it where he's just flexible, where he could start and then not start. You can't be in a situation where the Knicks have been fortunate, very, very fortunate. Like if Karl-Anthony Towns ever missed a couple of months.
Damn, you said a couple of months.
I mean, but when he was with the Timberwolves, he did that. Like he hasn't been injured with the Knicks.
Right. Thank God. Oh.
But if he missed a couple of months, the Knicks would be lost.
Okay. What if OG missed a couple of months? Because we've seen that as well.
We've seen that several times. I know people love OG, and I'm just like, I don't see OG here in a couple of years.
Really? Wait, what?
I don't see OG here in a couple of years.
Is that based on just numbers, or are you saying you don't think the
numbers and how much time he misses? Next summer, he's looking at the Knicks for an extension.
Yes,
and
with Brunson.
He's in that 40 range. He's getting paid 40-something million. He got at this point, isn't OG looking for a max contract?
But I don't think he's in his 10th year though. Let me pull it up. When does he hit the 10-year mark?
But I know he'll have 1 year left, but he should be.
Nah, he'll be 10 years, dog.
But he's going to be, how they're talking about Brunson going to take a big leap. He's looking at a big leap too.
I know. Yeah, he's going to be in his 10 years, dog. Oh, man, you might be right. The NBA economy. You might be right. Damn.
So I'm like, if you give Karl-Anthony Towns, I think Karl's worth near max. I don't think he's going to get max, but you're going to get near it. And then OG going to be like, he going to have to wonder, where does this money come from?
Damn. Because we talking about, all right, depending on what type of deal Town signed, right? We only got $7 million second apron space with 10 players right now. That could change depending on Towns' deal. But man,
and people have been fighting me. I was like, I'll say the ugly thing. I'll say the quiet part out loud. It's like,
speak it.
Everybody ain't gonna make it.
Wow.
Everybody ain't gonna make it. I think what you do is like, before that happens, you trade for a star. You take a couple of these players and you
Consolidate.
You make sure you know.
Okay. So I got a question for you. If we trade for a star, like let's say we get Jokic, the hypothetical, right? Let's say we get Jokic.
I don't like Jokic, too old.
I know he's old, but let's say we get somebody 35%, right? And we consolidate. Are we giving Brunson the 35%? What do you think about that part?
I think Brunson is a unique case. I think Brunson is a unique case. I think his father was smart. His father said, "Don't take all the money you can get." He's seen Allen Houston take all the money, and Allen Houston was worth the money. And then they ran him out. The way we treated Allen Houston for taking the money.
Right.
I think
100%.
I think he was telling his son, "Hey, like you bought yourself. You bought yourself in a spot that they can't take. They can't trade you at that point."
Okay.
Like the fans wouldn't have it. Like you just wouldn't. They're not gonna trade you. Like you bought yourself a spot on the Knicks. I think he's gonna do it again. I don't think he's gonna go 35. I think he might do like a 30.
30, yeah. I was thinking Towns might could do 30 too.
I think he's gonna shock everybody and do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And New York's gonna love him even more. And every other player in the NBA gonna look at him weird. And that money's gonna stretch because everybody gonna want to work with him. So like, you know what I mean? I think he's gonna do something that people have never seen. And he's gonna do it twice.
Damn. So OG is out because he's not gonna say, "All right, I'll take 25% again." You think OG's not doing that?
I don't know. And he'll be 31. Like when the next one kick in.
He'll be eligible for the super duper. I'm saying, do you think he'll be like, "All right, I'll take 25, 26, 27% of the cap instead of
this is
35.
His last paycheck. No, this is his last big paycheck."
I got you.
And so I'm like, and like he's I think there's a lot of teams that get to him. Like
of course.
You trade him to
of course.
You trade him to half these teams, they'll gladly pony up that money.
But you know what? I'm glad you're saying this because OG can't do no wrong by Knicks fans. And I'm curious to see if he says, "No, I need my paper." Will the Knicks fans get on his ass?
His last contract, didn't we think he was going to take a cut?
Nah, no, I didn't, because that was the whole thing with Toronto. He wanted to get that 200.
He wanted out of Toronto so bad
because they wouldn't pay him.
That's why. I'll take a little less if it's the Knicks. That's what people say. He said, I never heard him say it out of his mouth.
No, because what I heard, Fritz,
$2 million less.
I need the bag. That's what. Now he might do that. That's that's nothing. $2 million, but nah, he getting close to that 25%. You better believe it. He was getting close to it. So damn, Fritz, you got me thinking. Wow, because I got an article right. I'm gonna work on. It's gonna talk about a second apron strategy that may happen. This is a complete hypothetical. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. But there's a world where it could happen, and I'm gonna write it. I'm curious to see what your thoughts is on it when I finish with it.
Yeah, because I know you said trading Cat.
Who would you trade him for? Like if you had to. I mean, I don't think there's a trade that works.
I'm trading LG, but I said the one player I really see like. Who's kind of in that, because you're not going to get a better player.
No. Hell no, you're not.
Well, I said like the type of player you can get Apollo.
You think you could fleece that?
And I was like, okay, I could see a Chet.
OKC might not have a choice.
Oh yeah, OKC won't take a Cat. but like maybe going to someone else. But I can see a
Right.
Chet being in New York.
Ooh, Chet for OG. Oh man, you gonna piss them off even more.
I know they're gonna hate me, but because he's not
They-
like defense is not on the same level. But I can see Chet. I can see Chet in New York.
Wow. Well, yo, Fritz, man, I appreciate you, man. The NBA economy in the building. Thank you for giving OG some smoke because he never gets smoke on this show.
Man, he gonna make sure he get paid.
That's a fact. I agree with that. I think he gonna get paid. And yo, you might be on to something with him having to go somewhere. Yeah, I appreciate you though, my brother.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Great call, no doubt. Hey, that's my man Fritz from the NBA economy, man. Wow, I was even thinking about that. Do y'all think OG will be out of here one day? Because he's not gonna wanna give a discount. Because he definitely was not giving a discount. That's why Toronto traded him. They said, hell no, we're not giving you your 25%. Oh no. He said, all right, well, I'm gonna go somewhere else and they gonna pay me. And sure enough, the Knicks paid him. What do you guys think? 646-995-8389. If I miss your call, I am doing callbacks. Salute to Maxine, the super producer.
Your call has...
Call me back, Ice Water. Huh? The OGites might be in their feelings right now. The OGites are in their feelings. I'm gonna tell you what, I agree with him. OG is not sacrificing nothing. Just to let y'all know that. He's not sacrificing nothing. It will never happen. That's why he was traded for Toronto, because he didn't want to sacrifice no money. And the Knicks were willing to pay him. And the Knicks didn't want to pay RJ and quickly. Right? So they said, bon voyage.
Yo, what's good, Karan?
Oh, man. What's good, Zach? We having a very interesting conversation. It's looking like our boy, Tyler Nickel, is about to be an unrestricted free agent in just under, what, hour and a half or two? Well, no, at 10:50. So he's about to become an unrestricted free agent. What's going on? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, first I want to go is, man, some of these Knicks takes are absolutely nuts tonight. OG's going, Cat's going. I mean, who else is going? Are we going to trade Leon Rose next? I mean,
JB.
No, I mean, we win the championship, and I was just like, well, now all these Knicks fans are like, wow, what do we do? What's going on? We have nothing to. It's like going on these crazy bends of hypotheticals that make no sense. No, but seriously, obviously Leon Rose, we've all read the articles. Leon Rose has to be thinking about something. There's obviously underlining in his thought process. If he's not making moves, he's not cycle to a two-way. There's something more to it at play, and we have to allow him to do what he does. We've all seen that he's able to manipulate the apron and all of the ways the caps work. So Brock Aller or Leon Rose, they have something cooking, right? And I think
facts.
It's just so much downtime between the fact that we've won a championship and the fact that we just want the season to begin again, because we've never had this experience in our life. So we wanted to go. It's almost as though we wanted to go away. Like, we don't deserve to feel this way. So let's get the next season. Let's get the next season going already. So we have to go for another championship. No, but I mean, the Knicks have a recipe, but they definitely need to, add some spice, right? That's any dish works that way. And I think that's what Leon Rose is working on. I mean, he understands that he has a team that's limited in its resources in terms of the salary cap, and now he's got to do what he has to do in order to increase the value of the team in terms of its play on the court. I don't know. And that's a hard thing to do. That's a very hard negotiating aspect of this league with the second apron. So you got to give Leon his time. You got to allow the Knicks to do what they do and see what they can develop. The team is going to develop into something amazing. So
Facts.
allow it to come and allow Leon to work his magic, because there's going to be a piece that comes into play before the season starts.
Facts. I agree. Hey, Zach, you bring in the level-headed Nick take right now. They could appreciate this.
I mean, I just think people are going crazy. You know, we just want an answer. We want an answer that's not going to happen until until it's October 22nd or whatever the first game is this season.
100%.
So I mean,
till the roster's set.
Until the roster's set, and I mean, and I said this before. He did this exact same thing last season, right?
Exactly.
He waits to see what happens during preseason. What players are bought out? What the players that want to get waived. There's lots of options that come in that September timeframe. So allow Leon to work his magic. The world is not going to end. I promise you the Knicks are going to be a very formidable team going into the 26-27 season. So
I agree.
And they have a very, very, very good opportunity to win the championship again. Nothing's guaranteed, but Leon works his magic. Then the Knicks go to work. The 27 season is definitely something possible.
Hey, Zach, great call. Thank you for bringing a whole nother perspective. Tonight has been the unique perspective, and then when D from LA is the good guy, when he's the good guy, it's a very interesting night, man. But I appreciate you.
I mean, I agree with D. I mean, when he said that Cat can go, I was just like, this is crazy. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Where we go? That was. I ain't gonna lie, Zach. That was the wildest take. Like, Giannis isn't there no more, so there's nobody you're getting that's better than Cat right now. You're going to get a Trae Young package, unfortunately. That's just the way the league is set up right now.
And Leon Rose makes Trae Young packages, right? That's the type of executive he's shown. I don't think so. So allow Leon to cook, and we'll be great for next season. I promise.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Appreciate you. OKF Nation.
All right. It's my man Zach bringing a level-headed take, man. I agree. Yeah, that cat take was just, bro, what? Man, I'm not sure if this is a trigger. It might be a trigger. But my man Blue is like, yo, man, I need to talk. So let me get my man Blue back on the line. Salute to Cleo. I mean, Cleo. Salute to Cleo, but that was Angie I was looking at. Salute to Angie as well.
Yo.
Uh-oh. What's going on, Blue? They getting on you for you.
They getting me tight, man. Look, man. Look,
What's
yo.
up?
All right. If Towns is unwilling to commit to an extension, the Knicks are gonna have to pivot from this guy. So it's not unreasonable or far-fetched to think that this is actually plausible. Because the Knicks didn't negotiate a contract for him last season, but now here we are when these negotiations are now taking place. Now, we don't know the extent of the negotiations, but still, fact still remains is that, look, this guy is, he's saying that he wants to get paid. This may be his last big payday, right? What is he, 30, going to be 31? So he's eligible for 272. There's no way the Knicks are going to sign him to that. There's no way. So if we're thinking realistically, he has to take a pay cut. Now, if he's unwilling to just do 30% of the cap, right, then, dude, unfortunately, they're going to have to pivot. That's going to relieve a massive amount of salary cap on the Knicks books. On top of that, this would help them reconfigure. There's no viable trade on the market for the guy. We all understand that. They're not going to get market value back for him. But the point is that, look, if he's unwilling to commit, then you have to look elsewhere. You have to do other things to keep your chance. This means more touches for Mikal, more touches for OG, more touches for Josh. This means that the team, you can reconfigure the bench. You can solidify, more depth with that. Get a better defensive team around Brunson. Look, that's just the fact of the matter, that this would inevitably have to happen if he's refusing to take a discount. He has to understand, or I'm pretty sure he does understand, that a lot of guys on that team have already taken pay cuts. What is he gonna just say? All right, F all of you guys, all you guys are all my brothers. He keeps saying this, and then turn around and not take a discount. It makes no sense. So he has to take a discount. Now, if he's refusing to, or if he's saying, "Yo, I want 32 or 33% of the cap," they're gonna have to pivot from him. That's a fact. And then if you sign him and Jalen at, Jalen's gonna take another 30. He's gonna take just 30 while this guy is taking 33 or 32. That makes no sense.
Right.
Like,
But I guess
you're gonna
you
have
know what it
to.
is, Blue. I think that we're banking on him taking the cut. And I think that's where we are as Knicks fans. We're kind of optimistic about it. I know you're your glass half empty kind of vibe, and you're looking at the other side.
I'm half full, but it's
are you
still,
half full now? Half full.
I'm always, but it's just, it has to make sense.
But he could take it though. He could take it because, all right, your 272 goes down to what? I don't know, 230 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the exact amount. I did the math before,
he's already made a lot of money so far.
Right, he's already at 35%.
Yeah, but for him to just take 30, or let's just say 28%,
28.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, that'd
be great.
Dude,
if he does 28, oh man,
you're allowing your championship window to continue. If your legacy is more about, other than just the money, because we've seen with the guys, what I meant by earlier, like the guys who have taken the most amount of money have fallen short of winning those championships. Some of them have, like LeBron and Bosh and Wade, they took a slight discount to win the chip, in their prime.
But hold on, to be fair, it wasn't that much, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that much, but I'm saying slight. It was slight. But
it was still, very slight.
Yeah, very slight. But
it was not what Brunson did, but go ahead.
No, nothing is comparable to what he did. He's in the league of he's in the league of his own, rightfully so. And he's cultivating this culture here in New York where your legacy can be greater than whatever money that you ultimately make. After you're gone from this earth, your name will still ring bells. And if that's what's on the docket for him, he needs to consider, I want my name to be talked about long after I'm out of here.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying.
Man, I hear you, Blue, and I do understand with the reality of what you're saying. But the reason why we're giving you pushback is because we believe he's gonna take the 30% or less, possibly, right? So, but we'll see.
You can't see. I mean, he has to when everybody else has. He just has to.
Yeah, literally. Josh Hart has already. People don't even know about that. We talked about Josh Hart's sacrifice.
Shamit has. Shamit,
slow down.
Shamit, what I'm saying is that like other teams did offer him more money. He just chose to come back to the Knicks.
Slow it down. Misinformation.
I heard.
No one offered him. You got to get the source, Blue. No one offered him any money. You know why? Because during free agency, you're allowed to talk to your free agents before other teams. So we signed them before he could even get another offer. That's just people assuming. But I just want to give this rude awakening to anybody. Show me in free agency this year where another player signed with another team for a lot of money. All the big money moves you've seen are people signing with their own teams. Walker Kessler was signed and traded. He didn't sign to LA.
Only teams that the players are originally with, of course, they're gonna get the most money with. This is why you're seeing less. This is why you're seeing less transactions or less players walking away from their original teams. But point is that look, man, Towns has to make a decision. And then last time I had called in, I told you I was completely like, what's going on with this front office? Because as we see now, look at Tyler Nickel, man. I mean,
Damn. I'm just
what's
looking at the
going
news.
on? What's
Looking at the
going
news.
on?
I don't think we're gonna get news tonight.
Yeah, so that means he becomes an unrestricted free agent. Now, if he, I don't know what Leon, if he's got some sort of backroom deal with the guy, we don't know. He could remain on the team, but
Possibly,
as far as the public is concerned, when we're looking at what the facts have just laid out to us, he is technically a free agent here, and you just letting this guy walk for nothing.
But nothing. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But we keep saying and Leon we trust. I get it, but it's like, come on, man. Like I told you, time is ticking here, and time up on him. Like, who's next? Towns? Okay, let's go. Let's go through it then.
Well, thank you, Blue. I appreciate the support. Just letting you know that Ty is in the queue. I'm not sure if he's calling because of you. I don't know if this is going to be another back and forth.
Bro.
But if you are triggered, just know I gave you the warning. I gave you the. I don't know where he's coming from. But he's in the queue. I gotta get there.
Everything
next.
I said was a fact, yo. There's no hyperbole. There's no obfuscation there. Everything I said is like totally legit. This is not like just me throwing wet toilet paper on the wall here. All right, but
got you.
Please, Todd, don't make me call back, man.
Oh man, then we gonna have to do another merge call. Oh yeah, okay. I know. We'll see where he going. We don't know. Let's see, because D from LA was the good guy tonight.
That's what he was saying too. They was all saying that, I'm bugging for telling Towns to kick rocks, Like, facts, kick rocks, bro. If you not on the squad, if you ain't willing to take a discount like the rest of the crew, peace out.
Oh man,
I know we ain't gonna get nothing for him, but whatever, man. All right, see you later.
Damn.
All right, later.
Oh man, tonight is gonna be a triggering night. I didn't anticipate, the triggers, but I figured you start talking about OG Anunoby, boy, you know what I mean? Just to let y'all know, because I took the liberty to put this together. These are the rules. You could call back. You could also request for somebody else to call back. All right. So if somebody, called already, you like their call, you could request for them to call back. You could also request for someone to call, period, and we'll try to get them on the line to our best of our abilities. All right. And the hang up. Okay. This is the one of the most innovative concepts that we came up with. This is actually, I think this was Crim's dad idea. He gave the first ever hang up. That was, I'm not sure if y'all remember this to all my everyday people, but I was supposed to debate this guy from Boston, and he was talking crazy. So Crim's dad said enough. And that was the first ever hang up. So this is the rules of the hang up. Now you can do a group hang up. So if y'all all want to chip in, you could. But that is the price. So if somebody calls up from another team, not a Knicks fan, let me just hit. So you got to deal with the Knicks fans. We Knicks Nation, we got differing views. We know that. But I'm talking about Dallas calls up tripping. San Antonio calls up tripping. You know what I'm saying? The Brownsville Spurs fan, please. All right. Now, for the record, I do have one hang up on deck because of J-Tap. All right. J-Tap, we got to hang up just in case somebody, wants to. Now, we also got the merge call option, which, we're still working out the details, but we did do our first merge call the other day. It was because Ty and Blue, who we may have a repeat of that right now because Ty is about to call in, they kept going back and forth. So I said, all right, we got to merge the calls. Boom. All right. So if you do want to merge call, just holler at Maxine, the super producer. She's in the chat. And we'll work that out. Let me get my man Ty on the line. All right. Blue call. So Ty's calling right after. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go. I have a funny feeling. But let's see. By the way, continue smashing that like button, all right? Very important to the algorithm. Uh-oh. What's going on, Ty? Are you triggered? So I could just let me know. Do I need to play the triggered soundbite?
Yes, you may.
Oh my goodness. I see how this night is going. So where you want to start, my friend?
Man.
OKF Nation Plus. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I see what's happening here, man.
Uh-oh.
You know, we are like, you talking about Cat can kick rocks.
That was crazy.
You're not happy about winning this championship. Your glass is not half full, Blue. It's half empty. You're too skeptical. You thinking about, y'all feel it's okay to let Cat go. I'm not saying. See, it's so amazing to me how everybody was, when Mitchell left, it was like, oh, what are we going to do? And we got Mitch now, we need somebody else. But y'all okay with Cat leaving? I'm going to say
crazy.
that again.
Yeah, that's
y'all
wild.
Fighting for Mitch to stay.
Right.
And I was a big Mitch supporter.
That was a bar right there.
When I seen him with the green, that was it. But y'all saying that Cat can go. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
So, okay. All right. So, you know what? This is why we should be okay with being in limbo for 53 years. Because the fans
don't go there. Don't go there, Ty.
I'm going there, KP. Because let me tell you why. We don't know how to win a championship and celebrate and look at the positives. We're talking about Cat can go like he wasn't an intricate part. We understand he was in foul trouble the last play of the last game of the playoffs of the finals. We get that.
Yeah.
But this dude's ceiling probably has not been met yet, and he, I'm confused at what I'm hearing. I log on. I hear this and I'm like, why is it that they talking about Cat can go? Everybody can go. We get that.
No, I get what you're saying.
But you can't sit it. You can't okay, Cat he doesn't take a pay cut, right? Just say hypothetically, because this is a lot of hypotheticals going on. It's a lot of hypotheticals going on. It's like everybody's and it's like we drunk off of the championship, I guess. I'd rather give that credit to that opposed to just being delusional and not knowing what we talk like. We're too afraid. How we're so much. We're like the fan base, right? That even when we won, we don't even believe we won. Listen to the way we talk. Listen to how we come up. Look how we call up here, and we sitting up here talking about how this dude Cat can go, OG ain't this. Like what are y'all looking at? Who do y'all? So clearly y'all have a top team that y'all afraid of, and just come out and say it. And stop trying to dismantle the Knicks. Stop trying to dismantle the team that made you cry. The team that finally showed you what it feels like to win a championship in your own city. We trying to find all the hyperbole. We trying to find everything for the reasons why we not gonna win again instead of focusing on why we won. Why we won is showing you, it's the recipe to show you why we will win again. You can't sit up here talking about if Cat leaves, now we in trouble.
I agree. That's why I was like, trade. Here's the thing, right? Why are we looking at the worst alternative, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I try to tell Blue. I'm like, dude, we all believe that he's going to take less money. It's just a matter of when they're going to announce it. But why would we put the other alternative out there as if like we see what they're building here? They got relationships and they like it. It's a team affair. So I'm going to go with the assumption that he's going to take less. And it don't got to be what Brunson did. That's another thing. He don't got to give up 15, 12, 13, 14 million a year. All we asking for is 5 to 7. Just take that off and help us out so we can get some second April relief. But go ahead.
And to your point, man, and to your point, this is what I'm trying to explain. You got to listen to the players. When the player tell you he want to retire a Knick, he was always a Knicks fan, his mother loved the Knicks. Some loyalty is greater than, you can't buy all loyalty. Let's stop the cap. You got to stop the cap. No pun intended. We're sitting here talking about, oh, Cat, if he don't take less money, he can walk. Nah. If he don't take less money, okay, let's run what we got, try to win another one, and then we see where the cards fall and where they may land. But talking about getting rid of him, who else we gonna get rid of him for? Who's in the league like
nobody?
Cat?
Nobody.
Tell me. If you can tell me that, then I'll concede to your theory if it makes sense. But y'all not making sense. Y'all calling up here. Y'all got nothing better else to do. I love the show. We gonna call up here, but you gotta make some hot takes. This ain't a hot take, Blue. I asked you. I said, put the orange with the blue with it, man. You came up here with just the blue, 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 blue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm calling you out. You said my name first. I'm ticked off. I wasn't gonna say anything, Blue, but I asked you to add the orange with the blue, man. I asked you. I said orange and blue skies, Blue. Last time we was on here. Right? Yep. But you're sitting here, you're searching for reasons why, oh, Cat can go. Oh, this one. Then tell me who we're going to get for Cat. Now,
he don't got nobody.
Now y'all telling me that Leon Rose don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, that part is crazy too.
Now he's panicking about Tyler Nickel. You think Leon Rose is going to let this dude just...
I can't see it. I can't see it, Ty. Like, because you know what it could be, and this is what I'm hoping for, and we'll see tomorrow, Ty, that he offered him some and he declined it. Because now if he does that, we still have his rights. That could also be.
KP,
see what I'm saying?
Checkmate, man. But we're too emotional. Pace, Ty. We're not sitting here looking at it through a clear lens.
Right.
I get it. I get it, y'all. We're panicking. We're excited. We're all of these emotions. But we got to be logical here. Karl Anthony Towns is a pillar of the New York Knicks along with Jalen Brunson. And so is Anunoby. And out of the starting five, you know who's going to be the first to go? Josh Hart. Then probably Mikal. And I don't want Mikal to go nowhere. And listen, only because I think Mikal has another level to go to, but outside of OG, I don't even want to talk about OG. Y'all know how much I love OG. OG is really about to show the league something this year, all right?
Yes,
but
I agree.
When you're talking about if anybody's going to lead in that starting five, it's going to be Josh Hart. But Josh Hart, he took a pay cut before Brunson did.
He definitely did.
Nobody want to talk about that. What are we talking about?
That's facts.
Draymond Green? What are we talking about? Like, people, Shaq's sitting up here talking. Like, I've been sitting back the last few days, and I'm like, I couldn't call in on some of the shows because I was triggered. I'm like, okay, they're not gonna receive this well. Like, what the hell is Shaq talking about? You mad? I'm no disrespect to Jersey. No disrespect to Jersey.
Of course, salute to Jersey.
Like, yeah, but you mad? You mad, Shaq? Like, what are you mad about?
Did you hear the clip I dropped today or Saturday? I dropped because I played it. I clipped what I said on Saturday or what I played on Saturday. He said that we're in trouble because we lost Mitchell Robinson. I swear to God. This guy never mentioned Mitchell Robinson's name. You see what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, KP. Here's the thing, man. Everybody is sitting up here concerned about what the Knicks are doing because they know the Knicks are going to repeat. If all else fails, they know the Knicks are going to the finals again. They know this, man. And so everybody's still, Shaq talking about it was luck. Oh, now we lost Mitchell. You know, we're in trouble. Why are we in trouble, man?
Why?
Mitchell averaged 5 rebounds, 4.38 points. Like, stop
29% from the free throw line.
Right. Why you think Huck
0.6 blocks?
You know why Huck Porty left? I'm going to tell y'all why Huck Porty left. Huck Porty left because, guess what? It was going to be too much asked of him. He has to go behind a center who, he going behind Embiid and them boys over there. You know why?
Oh, my goodness.
He can hide. Huck Porty's not trying to be on that stage that Mitchell Robinson was. He saw what he was doing to Mitch. He got his ass out of here like a bolt of lightning. He like, nah, I'm out of here too, big dog. You out of here? I'm going.
Yo, Ty, I just got a question. What happens when Embiid goes through his injury, missed games stretch, and now Ariel got to start at the 5 against the Knicks?
And he's got to look at Cat, and Cat's gonna be like, you're the third. See, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid, man. Karl Anthony Towns is the only player in the NBA who made Wemby look bad. one-on-one. He could not guard Cat. He couldn't guard him. Or Wemby's the greatest. He could not guard Cat at the top of the key in the paint. He couldn't guard him.
Yeah, we exposed. You know what it was? We exposed Wemby's a help defender. He can't guard one-on-one.
Thank you, sir.
Can't guard. Because I saw Jokic do the same thing to him as well. Like when he has to guard them guys, he can't do it.
He can't do it. And so, Blue, I'm gonna say this to you, man. Like, and you a Knicks fan. We brothers, you know, because we Knicks Nation. But I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, we're concerned about the wrong things. You gotta know your player personnel. You gotta know your players, man. Your player person. You can't sit here and think that Leon Rose, Worldwide West, and the rest of them boys gonna sit here and just dismantle and squander an opportunity to go back to back or potentially be a dynasty. You guys gotta stop this, man. You gotta stop this. This is annoying. You're sitting up here, you're scared. You're finding reasons why the most important people on the team is willing to get. You told them they can kick rocks and walk away. You know,
yeah, that was crazy.
You guys gotta stop, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Scared? It's like they scared because we really won a championship. Oh my goodness. I was like that, but in a congratulatory way, like, okay, you know what? Yo, we did it. Not like, oh man, you know what our Knicks fans sound like right now? They sound like Shaquille O'Neal, Draymond Green, Becky Hammond. They sound like them. They sound like the people who do not believe. And even Carmelo hurt my heart when I heard all this wonder what Carmelo said. Oh, I wouldn't. But see, Melo, that's why you didn't win one, bro. That's why you didn't win one. And
I feel bad for Melo too because he didn't even get the amount right. We know the difference was 113 million, but Brunson is still playing. So. I mean, if God forbid if something happened, then it would be 113. But he's still playing, so
there you go.
It's not that much.
He'll never recoup that. Yes, he can.
Right.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Yes, he. If Brunson didn't think he was gonna be able to recoup that, he would have got his own shoe. But what did he do? He stayed with Kobe, and he said he's gonna rep Kobe's. He could have got it. You think Brunson's shoes wouldn't have, with his footwork being impeccable? You think they wouldn't have been? Man, listen. Okay, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna let people call in, man. I'm here.
We got another merge call. We got a merge call. Figgy and Fritz.
Let's. I don't know Fritz. I don't know who that is.
But, he called in too. He was talking about OG might be out of here. So we got a merge. Yeah, so Fritz
only time
and
OG. So this before I go, that's 2 years. In 2 years, they said within 3 years we're gonna lose one of our players if we stay currently constructed. That's either OG, that's either OG, Cat, or Brunson. Yo, J-Tap, shut up, man. I'm getting off.
Hey, you don't want to mess with J-Tap. J-Tap will pull up.
I want J-Tap to pull up. Don't put KP. Keep me calm, KP, please.
All right, I got you, Ty. Oh, by the way, I think Blue coming back for you. Just to let you know.
Listen, man. You know what? I'm up tonight, man. I'm in Cali, man. It's
8 o'clock. You good?
So you know what, man? I'm just getting it. It's okay. All right, let's go, Figgy. I don't know who Fritz is, but I'm riding with my sis, man.
All right, I got you. Big time salute.
All right, man.
All right, I Blue. I see you, but I got it. All right, so look, we're gonna do a merge call. All right. Now this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna call Figgy. Fritz, I know Fritz is there. He's another vampire. Let me get Figgy on the line. Now the merge call is a new thing that we're trying out. We might have 2 merge calls. I just see it now between Ty and Blue. We'll see how much they want to go back and forth, but that might turn into a merge call as well. So the merge call is pretty much if you're going back and forth with somebody and they're doing callbacks. Then we'll merge you. Now, J-Tap just said he wants to see the merge call off the rip. He said, screw the callback. So that's why, he teamed up with Maxine, the super producer. And that's why he was able to set this up. So let me call my girl Figgy first. Make sure she could get on the line. And then I'm going to call Fritz and then merge them in. So this is a new, segment or new feature of the show. Hey, Figgy.
Yes. What's going on?
Hopefully you can talk. I know it's late. Hopefully you could talk.
No, it's all good, man. It's summer vacation.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, summer vacation. All right, cool. So hold on, sit tight. We get my man Fritz on the line so we can have and then we, of course, we'll go one by one and we'll get it done. So let me get him, merge him on the line right now. All right, get Fritz. All right. So now I'm getting Fritz on the line, J-Tap. This is for you. I do appreciate that. Hey, Fritz.
Hey, what's up, Karan?
All right, so I got Figgy. I'm getting ready to merge it in right now. All right, so Figgy, this is Fritz, and Fritz, this is Figgy.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Fritz? What's going on?
The duel to the dial tone.
Well, OG, that's touching a nerve. Now you're touching a nerve, so that's why I can't let that one slide. I'm sorry, Fritz. Let's go.
I understand. Like, Knicks can't be one at all. But my thing is, like, gotta have priorities. Like, Cat is a priority. If there's a 1 and 2 on the Knicks, he's definitely number 2. And so you gotta prioritize him.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people are looking at things and saying, "Hey, he should take less." There's no reason he should take less. He's taking less by just extending. So he's basically doing what Brunson did. I'm extending a year early. I'm not waiting until my contract's up. So I'm, in a sense, I'm taking a pay cut. Well, he may take another 5 per year off of that. But the notion that he's gonna take 20 off is like ridiculous.
No. Hell no.
Now you're talking about OG?
I'm talking about Cat.
No. Right now. But you said that OG is not going to be worth. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this year we're talking about Cat getting extended. So that's a big deal. But next year is when OG has that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So OG is saying, "Hey, I make 40, 45 million.
Mm-hmm.
I want 60.
Mm-hmm.
Do you give him 60 knowing that money ain't there? And he probably wants it 4 years. I can't give you 4 years.
So you're saying you wouldn't pay OG 60 million. Let's say he's not going to take the 60 though, because remember, there's more than one way to skin a cat. OG right now, he's got his Skechers deal, he's got his sneaker. Other revenue streams are coming through for OG, things that would have never been available to him in Toronto, because again, you're dealing with the New York market. I don't see OG could have gotten even more than the 212. That wasn't even, he was going to be offered more from other teams. He took what he felt was fair. And I know some of you,
2 million less.
I know some
just a little bit less than he could have.
And I think OG is a savvy businessman. I don't think that he's going to fleece us, but I don't think he's going to take a penny less than what he's worth. And to me, OG is worth his weight in gold, to me, just because of what he has done. Jalen is by far, nobody's going to debate that he is the captain of the ship. But what really set us on a trajectory for the championship was the OG Anunoby trade.
But that money won't be there.
Right.
And again, again, these are all hypotheticals. You don't know what OG is willing to take to go and win another ring with the Knicks, because he knows.
But the thing is, he would have to be taking less than he's worth.
Well, what is he worth? Is he worth a Skechers sneaker deal? Is he worth maybe getting a piece of, another endorsement deal? Just look at Josh Hart, what he's doing. Josh Hart, again, we were talking about how Josh Hart took a bit of a haircut, but Josh Hart has tequilas, he's got wines, he's got, I see Josh Hart.
That's not Nick money.
No,
we're talking about Nick money.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm telling you that OG knows that being in a big market like New York, there's value to that. He's not
Then he has to take less. He can't join Brunson. He can't join Cat and how much they make.
Right, but to say that OG he's expendable, We have to
Not
work
saying
with.
he's expendable. I said if he wants to get into the 60 range, it can be on the Knicks.
Well, we don't know if he's going to want to take the 60 range again. OG already has taken.
I know, but
in his prime. By the way, in his prime, in his late 20s, he's already taken a bit of a haircut. I don't see OG Anunoby again. He's a savvy businessman. He's not going to go and try to fleece the Knicks either, and he knows that, and he understands that. Remember, Leon Rose's son is his agent.
Yeah, but the thing was, if he wants to join like Jalen Brunson where he's at, where Cat's at, it can't be on the Knicks. That's when he would have to do it.
Could I? I just want to butt in really quickly. What Fritz is talking about, and I got it on the screen. He's talking about the 28-29 season. Like, if you sign everybody, this is the year where you'll be a second apron team. Like, there's no way to avoid it unless OG's willing to take a severe haircut. But the space that's going to be available if you add Brunson's money, Towns' money, Hart's money, you're already going to be over the second apron. Just with those three players alone, based on how the money works. So that's what Fritz is saying. It's not an indictment on OG.
He can hang in there for a couple more years if he wants to.
And so are you asking me that? Yeah, are you asking me if OG is worth going into the second apron for? Is that what you want to debate?
We're already looking about going into the second apron.
Right, because I was going to say.
The thing is, he can hang in for a couple of years, but where he's at, he's going to want a 4-year contract. We can't give him a 4.
We don't know that. We don't know what the renegotiation, when it comes time to renegotiate.
I know, but like if he wants to join that level of fun, he can't get a 4-year contract from us.
Well, I will say this. OG is worth a max. That is a hill I will die on. And OG, again, we went from being just barely above a 500 team before he got here. We went on a 20-3 regular season run after we got OG. OG, actually, I was just looking at some of the crazy stats we have here for him. He actually, OG set an NBA record for a player whose first 5 games with a new team, he recorded a plus 111 in plus minus rating. That's a guy who's worth a max contract, and I think that a lot of teams over.
How many All-Star appearances?
That All-Star is voting. All-NBA, all-team, that's voting. Jalen Brunson didn't even break the top 10 voting for MVP this year. And look at what he's done for the Knicks. I don't take those. That's a popularity contest as far as I'm concerned. That holds no validity for me.
It's production.
It's 100%. That to me is a popularity contest. Look who went ahead of OG in All-NBA defensive teams on first team. You got guys like Derek White over OG. That to me is a popularity contest that holds no validity. That holds no weight.
I'm not dogging it. It's about priorities. But what you can do is you can prioritize OG over Cat.
To say that he never made it into an All-Star game, that's meaningless to me. What matters to me is actual production on the production on the floor. OG he has the record as of this finals. OG set the record for highest efficiency in shooting in an NBA finals at 72.1%. That is not in the Eastern Conference, Western Conference. That doesn't have to. That is in the history of the NBA finals. OG has the highest efficiency in shooting at 72.1.
I'm not arguing that he's not valuable.
It doesn't matter to me that he doesn't make an All-Star team. All-Star team.
I know, but he's not a priority. He's not prioritized over Cat unless you want to prioritize him over Cat.
I would prioritize OG over Cat, and that could ruffle some feathers. I prioritize OG over Cat just because OG to me is the best. I could say this: Cat, top 3 centers in the league. OG is the best two-way player in the league. There's no two-way player that's better than OG. I would say that OG is the best two-way.
Would you consider Wemby a two-way player?
100%. OG, by the way, we talk about Cat giving Wemby the business. You know who else on our team was giving Wemby the business and taking it to the and dunking on Wemby? OG, little 6'7" OG. He's fearless. He's aggressive.
I know. Wemby is trending up. Trending up, and he's already defensive player of the year.
Again,
he has Hart, but he has All-Star. That's why he's the max player.
No, Wemby again. That's all propaganda and fluff to me because
25 points a game, defensive player of the game is propaganda.
Wemby 100% is not a proven entity in the NBA. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say this: if the Spurs had given the ball, I would say that in Game 2, if the Spurs had given the ball to Stephon Castle, they win that game against us in Game 2. They keep trying to build that team around Wemby. And Wemby, if you watch him, they need him in order for the Spurs offensive scheme and defensive scheme in that matter to work.
But they need
Wemby.
He's a kid and he's trending up.
Okay, but let me finish my point though.
Yeah, let her get it out.
He's not trending up, and I'll say this. Wemby is here for a good time, not a long time. Statistically, guys that are built like him just don't make it. They're not going to have a long career in the NBA. Unfortunately, and I don't wish that on anybody. I'm just looking at the stats. A 7'4" guy that's built like him, he's not built like Shaq. He's not built like Cat. He's not a big, brawny guy that's strong. I mean, you know, everybody calls him an alien, but he is not built for longevity. Unfortunately for him, he already missed the entire playoffs last season because he had some health issues. Wemby is gassed in the fourth quarter. He misses free throws when the game is on the line. The league has decided that he is the new golden boy of the league. This is why he goes and he gets special treatment. He gets a friendly whistle. But look at what Wemby does.
I know, but you're talking about MVP, and then we're just talking about OG making an All-Star game.
You're saying he's trending up. Who do you think
Wemby is getting better every year?
And OG has not. And I'm going to say this: OG added rebounding to his game during the playoffs. That's a new little trick in his bag. That's something he wasn't doing during the regular season. Have we seen OG plateau yet? I don't think so.
He's 29.
I don't care. OG is 29, and I would
He's
say
not
that
up.
Let's see if Wemby makes it to 29. Let's see if he makes it another 7 years.
But he's MVP conversation. OG's All-Star conversation.
Again, you keep bringing up these accolades for it that are meaningless.
But the thing is, you're saying OG should be prioritized, like where you're going to prioritize him over another star. Cat is the superstar. OG is a great two-way player. It is not the same. I'm gonna put my priorities on the superstar, and I'll worry about the two-way player later.
Again, I'm good, and I'll go down and I'll say this: you're putting a lot of validity into things like awards and who won, who gets voted into the All-Star game and who got MVP or Defensive Player of the Year.
I'm gonna take care of the big things first.
Again, you're talking about.
The thing is, there are a lot of players like you're not gonna pluck another superstar, but you can pluck another two-way player who may be 80% of what OG is, and that'd be fine.
Mm-hmm. Again, you're over here. We can't compare apples to oranges because we're talking about OG.
But you're saying they're on the same level. If they're both max players, you're saying they're the same level. They're not.
OG and Wemby?
If you said OG and Cat
OG and
are the same level, because you're saying one is worth a max player to you, and that's OG. Yeah. So you're saying you're putting them on the same level.
I think
OG is not a superstar.
I think OG and Cat are both worth a super max. Whether or not they'll get that, that's another debate.
They're not on the same level. I'm gonna take care of Jalen. I'm gonna take care of the Cat. I'm gonna see where I am with OG, and if OG is like, hey, I'm a superstar too, you know what? I'm gonna have to take care of it.
Again,
I see what you're saying, Fritz. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, nobody is going to sit there and look at OG and Cat and say that they bring the same skill set to the floor. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in their respective positions on the New York Knicks, they're right there neck and neck with what they bring and the high level of talent that they bring to the team.
They're both important. They're both important, but one is easier to replace than the other.
Okay, who played more minutes in Game 4?
There's one game.
No, I'm just asking you who played more minutes.
It's one game.
Okay, when OG sits, okay, we start to lose leads. We start to not be able to chop away at our defense.
He's valuable.
It just goes down.
But he's just not a superstar.
Okay, you're saying
I would never prioritize him over Cat.
And I'm gonna say this: OG to me is right there with Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is 1A, OG's 1B, in my book, because OG is the skeleton key that opens up the winning for us. 2 years ago, OG doesn't go down with a hamstring. We were up 2-0 against the Pacers. I'm gonna go so far.
OG goes down with a hamstring every year.
He didn't go down this year.
That's scary. No, you did have a hamstring this year, Figgy.
He had a hamstring. Wait. He didn't go down with it. He had a minor hamstring strain. We sat him 2 games during the Sixers series. Shout out to Casey Smith and to our medical staff. And then who is the integral part of our winning the championship?
He played a part. He played his part.
He played a huge part. He played a huge part.
Priorities. I'm not dogging OG. I root for him just like you.
And I'll go so far. And I'll even go so far as to say this. And I love Cat, by the way. I love Karl Anthony Towns. I'm glad we have him. I think he's a great guy. And again, I think that what he did for us, especially during the Hawks series, tremendous. You can't underscore what he did for us during the Hawks series. Once we started running the offense with Cat, completely flipped the switch on us. But I'll say this. Cat went on an interview and said that if OG hadn't done that tip in, he was ready to dunk the ball. Yeah. I've watched Game 4 many, many times just for funsies because it just brings me joy and happiness. Cat was ball watching. OG was the one who he was the only one. Actually, McHale was more in position to help get the ball in. I don't think that Cat should be going around saying that because it's factually untrue. You can see it if you watch Game 4.
He already had the guy boxed out.
Watch Game 4. Watch the sequence when OG comes and crashes to the basket. Cat is ball watching. Harper is between OG and Cat.
Cat already had him already had his guy boxed out.
Fritz.
So look, we do it like this.
Watch Game 4. Watch it.
We'll let Fritz. We'll let Fritz get his.
Ball watching.
We'll let Fritz get his final words first, and then we let Figgy get her final words. So yeah, I appreciate y'all on the merge call. Let's go.
Yeah, I think everybody. I think if we can have everybody back, that's great. But I'm just saying, if I had to make a cut, and where that cut line is, I make sure that my guy Jalen is taken care of. I make sure Cat is taken care of. Then I worry about OG. But if OG puts in a spot where he needs to be the priority and he's the one that we have to disband this whole team for, I'm not disbanding this team for OG Anunoby.
Okay. I don't think it's ever going to come to disbanding the team for OG Anunoby. Again, I'll say this. Is OG worth the Supermax? 100%. I believe he is. But I also think that like I said, I think that he understands what needs to be done in order to stay in New York. Now, OG, if he wants to go and get more money somewhere else, I will always be an OG Anunoby fan because of what he's brought, not just this year, obviously, to our team, but what he's done for the Knicks since he's come on to the Knicks. Because, again, until OG came on, we had a lot of talent. We had a lot of good working parts. But OG, we would not be where we are today without OG, and we definitely wouldn't be world champions without OG. I don't know if I can still say that for every single person on our roster, but I can comfortably sit here and say we do not win this championship without OG. And in years past, 2 years ago when OG went down, again, that was kind of the nail in the coffin for that playoff run. And, last year with Thibs, we already know what that looked like, running guys into the ground. but OG Anunoby arrested, healthy, OG Anunoby wins us championships. And for that, yo, man, you got to have a little bit, you have to have I'm not saying that you have to dismantle the team for him, but damn, man, you don't even have a shred of loyalty to the guy. I mean, to say, again, I agree 100% with what Ty is saying. It's like PTSD from the 90s. Everybody's already looking to trade and get rid of, we can't pay this one and we can't pay that one. Why are we thinking about hypotheticals? Right now, we have the best starting five in the NBA, and OG Anunoby is the best two-way player. And that's just the way, and again, that's just the hill I'll die on.
I didn't say he had to get rid of. I didn't say he had to trade OG Anunoby right now. I'm just saying he can't get that $60 million. And if it came down to it that he demanded that $60 million, we got
to wrap right there though. I got you, Fritz. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah. Great merge call, because we got like 2 callbacks. We might got another merge call. I feel like another merge call is coming. So thank you guys though. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you. Thanks, Karan. Thanks, Fritz.
All right. Just so I could, because I want to bridge home the gap. I know exactly what Fritz is talking about, right? He's not talking about this season we're going to trade OG. He's talking about this year right here. When we get to 28, 29, you're going to be inevitably a second apron team. Let's say Cat gets, I don't know, $56 million a year. Josh Hart gets another $20 million. I don't know what the salary is going to be. And you still got to have a team, right? So just with those 2 players, you're down to like $30 million, let's just say $35 million in second apron space. This is not counting Brunson and OG's Supermax extensions. So now you have $35 million left. Let's say you give Brunson $60 million and OG $60 million. You're going to be a second apron team. So what Fritz is saying is that before I have to make this decision, I'm going to trade OG and keep Cat and not trade nobody else. This is what Fritz is talking about. He's not talking about this season. I just want to clarify what he's saying. All right? Because I feel like people think he's just talking about trading OG for no reason. He's saying that the second apron is coming. It's coming. Not now, not next year, depending on what Cat signs for. Okay. But that's what he's trying to say, for the record, because I feel like, people are not getting that point. Right. Salute to Jesse, Cat by series points. Round 1, 112, 68, 36, 2 triple doubles. Round 2, 62, 32, 30. Okay. Eastern Conference Finals, 63, 48, 16. Finals, 62, 53, 12. Are you saying that he declined? So Jesse, so you're saying that Cat, because I see the numbers is definitely a sharp decline. But are we saying that because of that, Cat is more expendable? Because I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm the objective fan. I'm not a fan of nobody. Anybody could go. I'm not. Listen, if it's for the benefit of the team, your ass is out of there. That's just how I see it. But let me just say it like this too. If we're saying that OG Anunoby is so productive, you gotta understand that's on the back of Cat and Brunson, because they're getting all the attention. How many double teams is OG Anunoby commanding? What is the percentage of his baskets made? So just keep that in mind. The focal point for the defense is Brunson and Towns, not OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby gets a lot of open looks because those guys are getting the attention, for the record. So yes, it's going to be a lot harder for Cat to be productive later on in the playoffs. That doesn't mean who would I trade? I'm telling you right now, I think trading Towns is a huge mistake. I don't, unless your best alternative is to get Paolo Banchero and Goga. I mean, if you had to trade Towns, Goga and Paolo are your best alternatives. Okay, I see you, Jesse. She clarified. I'm saying we needed Cat to win. The points, rebounds went down because, we played less games. Got you. Okay, Jesse. Jesse knows her basketball. Salute to Jesse. Jesse's one of my favorites. One of my personal favorites. Even though I love all of you guys. All right, hold on. Let me get blue because I got 2 triggers. All right. I'm going to get blue. We're going to cap these calls at 6 minutes. All right. And because I got a feeling it may be more. So, let's see how this goes. And then eventually I'm going to merge them. What's good, Blue?
I love what Figgy had to say, B. She was on point, man. She was totally on point. Straight cheese.
Okay.
Look, man, as far as prioritizing, right? We're looking at Towns right now because we're saying that we have to prioritize him now, right? So if we're prioritizing what we have to do, right? Mm-hmm. If Towns is not, if he's not willing to sink or swim with this ship, man, is it wrong to then refocus what you're supposed to do? Or
could I help you? Could I help you?
Yeah.
I think everyone agrees that if Cat doesn't work out a deal, he's getting traded. I think everybody knows that. If Cat is not working out a deal, if Cat is like, yo, man, screw this, I'm going to wait till next season, he's out of here. I don't think no one disagrees with that. What we're saying is we think he's going to sign. We're being optimistic. We think that he will sign. Does that make sense?
I don't think that he's not willing to sign. How much is what we're all debating is what he's going to do. Now, the sticker price is what we're looking at. Is that car worth buying with the mileage on it? Is what we're saying. Is he worth that 272? We're all saying unequivocally, absolutely not. I don't know. Some people may be saying okay, but then what are you prioritizing? Are you prioritizing Cat, OG, or Brunson? Like, I would prioritize Brunson, OG, and maybe Cat. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I said Cat.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. So, OG's gonna be in the same boat as Cat, the same age. Would you be willing to give OG 272 million? No. Relax. I'm saying when his money is due, he's going to be 30, 31 when it's time for him to get paid. So are you saying that you would give OG the 272 at 31, 32? Is that what you're saying right now?
No, I'm not giving him that.
Okay. But that's what Fritz and
I'm not giving, look.
But you said Figgy was cooking, but that's what Fritz and them were arguing about.
So she's saying that he deserves the max. Max, right. I mean, I would much prefer to give. I would much prefer to give OG than Towns. I mean, because he's shown that he's more. And I understand what you're saying, that Towns has commanded the double team for OG to do what he does. I understand that point, but on the other side of that is like, if OG had more of an opportunity to do his thing, why couldn't he excel even more?
Well, we hadn't seen OG, command the offense as the number 1 or 2 guy, where now they're doubling you. They're looking to get the ball out of your hands. He don't have that. He gets a lot of open threes in the corner.
We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it because it hasn't been required of him. But if it was to, she just spit off a couple fire facts. In the finals, the dude shot 72%. Dude, that's remarkable.
That's because he's the third option and people are focused on Brunson and Towns. He's getting a lot of open shots.
He looked way more like the second option than the third option, to be honest.
I know
Towns
it looks that
more
way.
Like to me,
but
and
who's
to
the
everybody
focal point
it was
of the
looking
defense? Who's
Brunson.
the focal point of and Towns? You can't tell me Towns wasn't the focal point of the defense when they were doubling him.
Who was doubling him? I don't remember too many dudes doubling him during the finals. I mean,
so when Towns was driving to the basket, he wasn't getting double teamed.
Not really, not to me. Like I don't see. I didn't really see Wemby, you know, not getting, you know, asking for double teams off of him, you know. But I don't know, man. I think, you know, Towns is a good player, man. Is he expendable? To me, he is. To me, this is why I thought I thought, like, that's why I said at the end of to me, I thought at the end of the championship, just based off what we seen after, because second round, you know, he started to decline. And it's not to say that he wasn't playing well. He was playing well enough. But he could go. He could go. And I'm not saying that we're gonna get comparable for him, and I don't want him to go. Let me make that point absolutely clear. We have a great starting five.
Because you said he's expendable.
He's expendable because if he's asking for something astronomical, bro, unfortunately,
but that's a big if.
Yeah, that's a big if too.
Right, you see, that's what we're saying.
Willing, that's why we, you know, a lot of this was, you know, hypothetical, right?
Right.
But you know, like, let's stick to what we know.
The best.
Let's stick to what we know. So what we know is that, look, he's willing to take a discount. That's what he said. He said he was willing to take a discount. Now we don't know. We don't know how much that is. That's where we are right now.
Right.
So. What would be so max is 200? How much is that counted towards the salary cap?
35%.
35. So
super duper.
Let's say he wants to take a 2. My discount is 2%, 3%.
No.
That's
we
it.
need 5. No. We need 5.
That's what. See, even you're saying what I'm saying. You're saying
think he's
exactly
gonna give
what
it
I'm
up,
saying.
But I think he's gonna give up the 5%. I think he's gonna give it up.
That's what, like 8 mil?
That's about like 7. About 7, you know, around that.
I don't know.
So instead of getting the 61, you get 54, you know? And that will help us a lot, especially this upcoming season, for sure. A whole lot for next season.
Let's say real quick. Let's say you have both Towns and Anunoby up for an extension at the same time. Who would you prioritize?
I mean, Boston has given us the blueprint, right? You can't have 2 max players on your team. So the notion that you're gonna have Towns, Brunson, all of them, and OG all getting the max, that's I'm here to tell you that's a dream. It's a dream world.
Who would you give up if, let's say, Towns and OG was on the docket for an extension? Aside from Brunson got his money allegedly in this scenario. Who would you prioritize, OG or Towns?
I don't know, because it's hard to say, because that's not the real world. The real world right now is Towns is first, then Brunson and OG, because he's up before them. So we got to take care of Towns first, and then we'll see what OG decides to do, right? Because that 28-29 year is a very pivotal year, and also championships. Hey, you win another championship, maybe Dolan is willing to. I don't know, but there's a lot there.
This was the question that I wanted to ask.
I don't know.
This is a question that I definitely wanted to ask you. So if they are willing to go into the second apron, let's say in the foreseeable future,
right?
Why
it would have to be that year.
Yeah, why wouldn't you have gone into the second apron this year after winning the championship?
I got a theory on. I don't want to let it out the bag because too many people be jacking my stuff. So I kind of want to hold on to that because I'm writing an article on that. Okay. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. There's a really good reason for that I don't think nobody has thought of. And I'm trying to see if any of these writers are going to write it, or do I got to say it and then they're going to write it. So yeah, I'm going to hold that to the chest. But there is a reason. There is an answer to that question.
Is it a good one?
Yes, it's a really good one. A really, matter of fact, it's a damn near genius answer to it. It's a damn near genius answer.
And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with James Dolan, doesn't it?
No. It has. Well, yes, and not totally. He's a part of it, but it's bigger. It's yeah. I'm just gonna say it like that. I don't want them to get hits. Thank you, Blue. I'm gonna see where Ty want to go.
Yo,
I think you and Ty might be good now because you on Figgy side, so he might want to ride with you.
Man, tell him, man, look, man, he trying to come at the Blue point perspective, man. Opposites attract, man.
Y'all might be allies. Look, y'all might be allies. Because right now, Fritz is public enemy #1 right now. Because he wants to get rid of OG.
Nah, that's
But he
crazy.
doesn't want to give it. No. See, that's not what he said. I know what Fritz is saying. He's looking at that 28. He's looking at 28, 29 when the second apron becomes unavoidable. And now we have a decision to make. So
that's why you trade Towns now.
No, you can't trade Towns now. Bye, Blue. All right, let me see what Ty gonna say. Oh man, I already know Ty gonna be triggered with that last comment. Oh Lord, you can't trade Towns now. That won't make no sense, bro. And the only way you trade him is if he doesn't sign. I'm sorry, it's long. That's the only way. Uh-oh. I don't know where this trigger's gonna go because the merge call came in between you and Blue's beef right now. Because he said he was riding with Figgy, but he's still talking crazy about Towns. But
I think you worked it out to the last till he said trade Towns now. Blue was funny, man. That's my brother.
Come on. Why would he say that?
Come on. Blue is funny, man. No, man. Yeah. He thought trade Towns now. I'm like, man, I thought he came across.
Right, that's what I thought.
Man. I'm triggered, man.
I know.
What is Fritz talking about, man? What? Okay. Yeah.
Do you want me to explain what it? You want me to give a brief explanation? Very brief.
You did. Go ahead, though. Okay, go ahead.
Because 28, 29, you're looking at second apron.
Right. Absolutely.
It's a very important year. There's a lot this, honestly, I feel like there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff happening at that year. That 28, 29.
So KP, that's my point I'm making. We're talking about 2 years from now.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly. No, exactly. 2 years from now.
Yeah. So Figgy's right. Listen, you let Towns go before OG, and everybody know I love Towns, but I love OG, and here's why. Towns have reached his ceiling. OG, we don't know what the hell his ceiling is. And so when we're talking about OG was getting benefits from Jalen Brunson, well, hell, everybody on the team was benefiting from Jalen Brunson getting double teamed. Not just OG, not just Mikal, not just Hart. That's why Hart was able to be left open. The point I'm making is, if it wasn't for OG shooting a high clip of 3-pointers in that corner pocket, Cat would not be the hub. Because they would have been like, okay, OG can't shoot. Let's just get the ball out of Cat hands. He can't, we ain't gonna, OG can't shoot, so we're just gonna get the ball out of Towns' hands, and then we're gonna brush Brunson. OG relieved them boys. Him and Mikal hitting them corner threes relieved them boys, man. And so when you're talking about OG and Cat, first of all, Cat didn't even know the offense. You didn't hear that about OG. We was concerned about OG's health. That's it. But since he joined the Knicks, our staff, OG, see. Remember when Steph Curry came in the league and he had soft ankles and they was concerned about his prime and all of a sudden he got strengthened. That's what's happening with OG. That's why when the last hamstring he got, we was like, oh damn, here we go again. That was a positive sign because this time it did not put him on the sideline and he tweaked it. And it's like, okay, wait a minute, he might be getting stronger back there because of our training staff. We're looking at it the opposite way. OG was able to play. He was able to play and sustain throughout the duration of the playoffs and the finals, man. When you're talking about Cat didn't even know the offense. Heck, during the playoffs, we had to switch it up and then say, okay, Cat, we'll run the plays through you. We'll run the offense through you as the hub, and let's see. Yes, Cat is very good, and I always said he's the best big man in the league. You know that I stand on that to this day, but it does not mean the reason why you keep OG is because you have a Jalen Brunson. You have somebody who can run up and down the floor with Jalen Brunson. You have somebody who can pick and pop with Jalen Brunson. You don't split
pick
that
and pop. OG never set screens. Never.
No, but I'm saying, but that's the point I make. See, you're making my point.
Brunson set more screens for OG than OG.
But KP, you're making my point. I'm just saying you're able to run them off of each other, right? And the thing is, if OG was,
I get you.
Think about this, KP. You play ball. If all of a sudden, like with Cat, they threw Cat at the hub. We didn't know what was going to come out of that. And all of a sudden, boom, it blossomed. If you start having OG set screens, and he's able to pick and pop because he's really efficient from the three. I think he's more efficient than everybody on the team outside of Brunson. Okay? And so when you're talking about that, it's like, wait a minute, we could do a lot more with OG. That's the point I'm talking about when OG don't have a ceiling.
So hold on.
Yet.
So I got a question for you. See, because this is to all you OG Anunoby fans. Do you think that we could run the hub through OG? Let's say we trade Cat away, and so we going to run the offense through OG Anunoby? Is that what you telling me?
The reason
you
why
confident in that?
The only reason why I'm skeptical, because I don't know if OG can pass like that. Cat can pass. Cat can see over the floor. He can scour the field. So I'm not going to take that part away. I think Cat is a better passer than OG. Right. But as far as hitting that three-pointer, as far as going to the hole, dunking on Wemby, like OG, you don't want no problems with OG going to the hole. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no problems with him shooting the three. You don't got no problem with him hitting the mid-range. OG got the total package. He's just a little clumsy with it right now. But if he come back and get his footwork right, and he comes back, I'm telling y'all gonna be like, well, now OG is an all-star. Yeah, OG, yeah, OG. See, we're prisoners of the moment. We're forgetting that Cat didn't even know the offense for more than half of the year. Half of the year, Cat didn't know. And more than half of the year, Cat didn't know the offense. I don't know my role. Look, what are we talking about?
But hold on. But does he know it now? Does he know it now?
That part. But listen, if he knows it, if he knows it now, what does OG know now? Everybody got better because of Mike Brown realizing what he had, and he got the best out of the potential of his players. OG, he's younger than Cat. So for me, like you said, I wouldn't take Carroll. I would take Wagner before I take Carroll. But I know you said Carroll, that's fine. But I would take Wagner. You know what I'm saying? Because Wagner, he's not Cat, but he can score on the outside. He can go in the paint and play around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing against Carroll, whatever his name. I just don't like
Carroll.
Him. Yeah, I don't really like him. You know what I'm saying?
Is it because he went to Duke? Keep it real.
No, I don't hate Duke. I like the Huskies, man. Don't trip. Michigan and the Huskies. You gotta relax.
Come on, dog.
No, listen.
Come on.
Listen.
Okay, that's all right. Go ahead.
No, listen. I know you can't.
My bad.
First of all, you're supposed to be a Johnny. I don't know why you sitting up here.
I am with St. John's too. I'm with St. John's too. But I was a Duke fan before I went to St. John's.
No, you're supposed to change the alma mater, champ. You know what it is. But look.
Okay.
But look, no,
Grand
seriously
Hill.
speaking, if like, and I'm gonna get off, but I'm just saying, like, I think everybody is panicking. We got 2 years to figure out now. Cat, yes, I think Cat's gonna give us a discount to make it work because he want to win another championship. He knows. Look, these boys know one is not enough. Look how we talking.
Exactly.
We talking like, look at y'all. We talking like we didn't even win one. So them boys hear the rumbling. They know what's being said in New York. So if they win another one, you think Brunson ain't seeing his name carved up there? You think Brunson knows this, and one thing for sure, he got to get another chip, so that way now he can really be in the company of Walt Clyde Frazier and them boys. He knows that. Karl Anthony Towns know that he can go down as arguably as the greatest New York Knicks center ever. He's hugging Patrick Ewing after all of them games and all that, because that's the passing of the torch. And the difference is Cat finally won us one. Ewing, you didn't. If Cat win him another one, his name is etched in stone. Listen, we got to stop panicking. Cat gonna take the discount. He gonna make everything right. But at the end of the day, in 2029, somebody we love is gonna leave.
Somebody's out of here.
And it ain't going to be Jalen Brunson.
That we know for sure.
That's a fact.
That we know for sure. Unless he asks out, but I doubt it.
Right. We're talking apples and oranges right now, but we're panicking. We're talking about what's going to happen in the next couple of years, but we're not paying attention. Right now, we're talking about right now. Right now, Cat is going to stay. OG, when y'all see OG play this year, y'all going to be like, oh, see, OG knows he didn't reach his ceiling. Heck, his footwork ain't even together yet, and he's still doing what he's doing. So, okay. Remember that you had the same Battiers of the world. You have players who were like unorthodox, clumsy, but they have great careers. And I'm saying OG has more than that. OG is one of the best two-way players we have, if not in the league. He don't get the notoriety because he's on the Knicks. Now that he's won a championship with the Knicks, he's going to get all that notoriety because he's a 3-and-D, and he's more than that now. Cat, like I said, he's the best big man in the league to me. I know some of y'all got Joker. I don't. I got Cat. Cat kills Joker. Cat kills every center in the league. But if I had to let somebody go after we win the second championship with this year in 2027, it would be Karl-Anthony Towns or Josh Hart. That's a fact. Because Jalen Brunson and OG, their ceilings are great. Y'all don't even think that Jalen Brunson can get better, but he can. And that's the thing. We got blinders on. We're so worried. Go ahead.
I just want to put this on the screen really quickly. All right. So you see, when I talk on the mic, I got stuff to back up what I'm saying. OG Anunoby assists for his 2-point field goal makes was assisted upon 70% of the time. So when you're saying OG is getting these dunks and all that, that's because he's playing off of the back of Cat and Brunson.
But hold on, KP. When you put that up there, you got to remember, and Figgy put a great stat up there about his 111. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not saying that he hasn't been assisted upon. I just said he's clumsy with the ball. I just said that if he get a handle, we're cooking with grease. But what I'm
just saying it's easy to look good when you getting easy shots.
KP, it's easy to look good when you're that efficient from the corner three and your best.
Because you're getting easy shots, whereas Cat. Hold on. Cat is 45% of his 2-point shots are assisted upon. That means Cat got to go out there and get his own bucket. He's not being spoon-fed buckets.
No. Watch this now. Remember, Cat wasn't getting that until we made him the hub. Remember, Brunson was giving Cat the ball a lot. You brought that up. It's in one of them takes that we did a couple of months back.
I know.
All right, so
for sure.
Don't switch out Cat now. Don't come at OG.
But it's all I'm saying. No, I get you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Towns is more of a creator of offense. So OG, he looks great because he's the third guy.
Let me ask you this question then.
My thing is it would be a lot harder for OG. I don't want to say what he can't do because I don't want to doubt the man.
I'm going to ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
It's different.
In the playoffs, so you're telling me, so how many times we seen Cat bring up the ball and how many times we seen OG bring up the ball?
The same.
Nah, OG brought it up way more than Cat. Stop it.
Yo, when OG get the rebound, he passes the ball.
OG takes, so stop. Don't act like OG don't dribble the ball. We worried about Cat dribbling the ball. Now,
it's not about that. What it's about is when OG's getting them corner threes is off the back. All I'm saying is off of the back of those two guys. And there's nothing wrong with it. Of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now that I got your attention, whose percentage and who had the highest percentage of contested 3-point make shots? OG, right? Right?
You're saying I could pull that up if you want to be accurate.
But you know I'm right though. If we're going off the eye, also OG.
Hold on.
There were people guarding OG. I don't want to talk about Brunson because Brunson's an anomaly. I ain't talking about Brunson. I'm talking about OG. OG would shoot the ball with defensive players right on him. 7-footers, 6'10", 6'8". OG was always getting. He wasn't left open. OG was not left open like that. He was not left open like that.
I'm trying to pull that
the
up.
Impact that OG has. OG was just effective, if not more than Cat during our championship run. Now, granted, Cat was the hub, and when the hub came, it opened up everything. Cat blossomed. He looked phenomenal. I love Cat. That's the big bodega. But at the end of the day, I'm not sneezing at OG. OG to me is more of an intricate part because he literally can play two ways. I'm not saying Cat can't, but to guard, I don't think Cat can guard. You know why you don't like the double bigs, KP? Because what did you say? You putting Cat out there by himself. You putting Cat out, but you can't say that about OG. You can put OG out there by himself. You can put OG in the lane. You can put OG in the post. You can put OG at the top of the key, and he's gonna play D. And swap it. You can put OG in the paint. Yeah, he's not the best post-up player, but he dunked on Wemby down there, 7'4" giant.
So I got the stat for you if you want it.
Go ahead, KP. Break it down.
So on very tight defense, on tight deep, not very tight. Tight defense is 2 to 4 feet of space.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting 47% from 3 on 1 attempt.
Thank you.
That's still space though. Like it's not wide open.
I'm gonna let you get some calls.
No, but it's not wide. I'm saying that's good space. That's good space.
Come on, stop.
I ain't gonna lie, Ty.
If I get
2
defense at the park, KP.
I'm not giving up 2 to 4 feet. You know I'm not giving up 2 to 4 feet space.
Thank you, and you still getting cooked out there. No, I'm just playing.
Who could? That's Tumbo said somebody was taking me to the bath. Like, who the hell took me to the bath? I dead ass was like sitting there. I'm like, when did I get taken to the bath?
No, I'm just playing with you, bro. No, I
got you, man.
I seen you guard up. I seen you guard up that 6'8", whatever he was, 6'9", dude. I seen that, man, blocking his shot. No, but my point that I'm making, man, is like we gotta stop acting like OG is chopped liver. Stop doing that.
Nobody. Whoa, I'm not saying that.
Fritz is saying. So in 2029, he'd rather keep Karl Anthony Towns, who's aging, and a young dude like OG who's walking into his prime, reaching 30. It doesn't make sense. I think we're prisoners of Cat being with Cat is in his prime right now.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real.
Right now.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know right now because I need to see what happens in the next 2 years. Are we champions?
Me and you the same way.
You feel me? Did we win 3 in a row? Because if we won 3 in a row, I'm like, man, we better keep both of them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like if we win 3 in a row.
Look, the reason why I'm saying Cat gonna be like 33 at that time. 33.
Yeah, he'll be 30. He'll be 33, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 31 now. 34.
So.
Right. So I'm looking at the youth of it. I'm looking at him aging like, it's wear and tear. We got to stop acting like, what I'm saying? When you're looking at these players like Paul George and all these players, they're still getting on teams because their name and what they've done in the past. But if we're going to rate them against what was the efficiency of what's going on now, they're not the same. And Father Time has not lost. LeBron, I don't know what he's doing, but it'll probably come out when he retires. Because, 40-something is still flying out the gym. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who he is. I don't know.
He better be, listen, Ty, he better be the 4th option. Because if he thinking he going to be the man over there, dude, man, when you get to your 40, these dudes, these dudes is 20. Yo, I'm pretty sure they got it. If you have some time, let's go and pull up a highlight reel of LeBron getting blocked.
No, who's blocking him?
Yo, he be getting blocked. They be throwing it. Yo, they be throwing LeBron layups,
shots. You talking about recent?
Yes, I'm talking about this. Look at him get blocked, bro. It's the funniest thing every time.
Because he looks weird. He's not used to it happening to him. He's not used to it happening to him. And when he comes to the Knicks, when he comes play the Knicks, we gonna make listen. We were one of the number 1 teams in defense, man. Not because of Karl Anthony Towns. Remember, we saw Karl Anthony Towns step up his defense in the playoffs. We saw Karl Anthony Towns hit his ceiling in the play. When Karl Anthony Towns in his prime right now, I'm not trading Karl Anthony Towns right now. No way, no
for who?
For nobody.
For
nobody. I'm not trading him for nobody. I'm not getting rid of Karl Anthony Towns right now for nobody. Karl Anthony Towns is going to help us win another chip, but we cannot do it without OG. We can't, y'all. And that's crazy. I know Josh Hart, y'all say is the glue. I think Josh Hart is like the heart, in other words, like he's the utility player. I think Brunson is really like the leader, and I think OG is the heart. I think when OG is out there, we're calm. We know that he's going to hit a big shot. We know he's going to make a big block on Fox. We know he's going to do something extraordinary. Now, when it comes to Cat got 4 fouls. He's sitting down in the intricate part of his finals. I'm not betting on that. I'm not betting on that. And see, we forgetting about that. Because remember, we don't know how that game was going to turn out when Karl-Anthony Towns got them fourth and had to sit for the rest of the game. We didn't know how we were going to do, but we still did it.
Right.
So Karl-Anthony Towns mental, he's too grown right now. I'm hoping he steps up and becomes level-headed in this this run this year because we need him to do that. But talking about getting rid of OG and talking about you'll get rid of OG before Cat, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. I don't know what y'all talking about out there. I don't know if you're having too many chopped cheeses or whatever the heck is going on. But listen man.
My next article you're gonna like because it's about Wemby and Brunson's sacrifice, but the article after that, I think I'm gonna bring some clarity to this conversation, and because I think the Knicks are gonna do something that's gonna be out of this world, but it all depends on these next 2 years. We'll see how it goes, but I got a theory of that year that we're talking about,
right? Because
the 28, 29.
Something big has to happen in that year, leading up to that year. And
it's going to be a crazy time.
28. That's 27, 28. Something's got to happen that year.
Right. Exactly. That's a very big year for both, for everybody. Honest,
yeah,
the state
everybody.
of the franchise.
Even
Brunson. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. But I appreciate you, Ty, man.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you and Blue kind of got overshadowed.
No.
Y'all forgot y'all was beefing.
Fritz came in, coming at my sis, talking about he'll get rid of OG. I'm over here crying. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, I get what he's saying, but I don't. It's like you ready to keep a dude at that time who's gonna have to have knee pads on his knees like Patty Duke did playing in New York. All right, opposed to OG. Where you know what, OG could be in his prime where you know what, he's not hampered by injuries no more. He can now not play as hard because he's getting respected. We don't know why OG was getting them hamstrings because now he's coming into the league, he's gonna get those calls, he's gonna get respected to where now he don't gotta, I'm not saying he don't gotta play as hard, but I think he got an idea of how to play with the Knicks and how to play basketball now as far as overdoing his body, overexerting his body. I think that, man. I truly do. But salute to our training staff. Salute to Figgy. Fritz, it is what it is, my guy. I mean, I know you're ready for 2029. Yo, Blue, Orange and Blue Skies, my guy. I ain't coming at the Blue, fam. You know what I mean? I ain't coming at the Blue, fam. You the man, fam. You the man. I'm just saying,
no
man.
doubt.
You know. But salute KP, man. Salute, man.
Big time salute.
All right, fam. Brooklyn, right. Brooklyn. 1982, stop the cat, man. Call up. He be in the cat. He be in the chat going crazy. I'm looking at him like, what's this caller talking about? You guys gotta call up, man. Give KP some artillery, man. Call up, man.
Let's go. Big time salute. That's my man Ty right there. I'm glad we settled him and Blue's conversation. Even though they still disagree, because Blue just wants to trade Cat. He don't give a damn. He's like, Cat is out of here. If we traded Cat tomorrow, he would be happy. I want to try to bring it home. You know, I don't think Fritz was talking about trading OG today. He's just saying at that point he would trade OG if it came down to it. But a lot can happen between now and then. That's 2 years from now. So I get what Fritz was trying to say because I'm writing an article about that point in time because that's going to be a very interesting point in time. Just for the NBA itself as well. And I hope to capture that in my next piece after this next piece, which I got to work on. I might work on it tonight. I might pull an all-nighter tonight. Let me see. Okay, Figgy wants to call back. Let me get Figgy on the call back. All right. Get my girl Figgy on the call back. And salute to J-Tap over there, the ringleader. Hey, Figgy. What's going on?
Ty has me dying over here. He is so, I'm telling you, these late night shows, Quran, are just on the next level, man. They're so
I forgot.
good.
This is vampire hours now. Hold on, I gotta play the vampire live. Forgot. Vampire time.
Ty was cooking though, but look, I love the Blue and Ty, and Fritz is all love, my guy. You know what? I have a great idea. I have a phenomenal novel idea. You ready?
What's up?
Why don't we just go out this year, get our back-to-back, be even more dominant than we were last year. Let Mike Brown come out with all these crazy offensive schemes that he said that he's got tricks up his sleeve. Let Leon cook, because the real question we need to be asking right now, because it's after midnight, we haven't heard any news. I've been watching the boards. I haven't heard anything about Tyler Nickel. It's interesting. Well, we all have to sit here, and what I'm sitting here thinking, if I'm being honest with you, is he let Huckporty walk, let Mitch walk, Trey Jameson. What does Leon Rose know that we don't? Because we all know he definitely has something going on. He knows something. For sure. He's very methodical. And one thing we all know about Leon Rose, y'all, even when it doesn't make sense to us, it makes perfect. He sees it's like Neo in the Matrix when he starts to see everything, and he can fight, and he can fight the Smith agent with one hand all of a sudden. That's Leon. He can see beyond what we can see. And I'm telling you, he knows either somebody's going to become available, or when these teams have to start cutting their rosters before preseason, and there's going to be a decent amount of good talent in the free agency pool, Leon has his eye on somebody.
Okay.
But
I agree. But
he's
working on something.
I want to keep Cat, and I definitely want to keep OG. Look, like I said, if I had to choose between the two, if you put a gun in my head and said, look, you got to choose between one of these two, I'm choosing OG. I have my reasons. I've seen too much. I've seen it all, and I've seen too much. I'm choosing OG. Y'all forget last year, man, when we were playing the Pacers, there were times where OG was chirping at Cat on the bench and telling him to box out and do this and do that, because OG's out there defending Pascal Siakam, the hardest guy on the court. OG's got to at least take care of Miles Turner, But again, we're not fighting. We're not beefing. Nobody is.
Nah.
It's all love right now. Nothing brings me more joy than to see my guys up on that stage getting their SBs and that. Yo, man, we're talking about, like, we have like rich people problems right now. We're like a rich old lady right now choosing between, the black or the white Birkin. Which one we want.
Which one we want.
Yeah, exactly. I want both. Right. Give me the $200,000 bags. I want both of them because I need them in my closet. I want Cat. I want OG. I want Jalen. I want everybody to stay. The starting five. The bench. We've been talking about, like, what could be tweaked there. And I know you have your eye on some people. I know you still like Kalbrenner. And I've been warming up to that idea, Karan. That's maybe not a bad move considering his style of play. It would fit right in, and he would be a good, not even third option. I would say he and Andre Drummond, depending on who we play on any given night, they could play in tandem off the bench.
Yeah. And you just never know. Big guys get hurt. There'll always be opportunities for him. But the key thing about him, Figgy, is that the next 2 years, you'll have him at the 2.5. You can't beat that. So when Drummond's out of here, next year it will be his show.
Has he been healthy? I don't know. Do you know anything about his history? Is he healthy?
I think his health has been fine. He was a rookie. I think last year was his rookie year.
Yeah, he's young, so I don't know. But not all young guys, are healthy. And Embiid came into the league, banged up. He didn't play his, the whole first year. The Sixers drafted him. So just because they're young doesn't necessarily translate to health. But he's young at least. But I wouldn't mind that.
He played 69 games last year. Yeah, he played 69 games. He was relatively healthy.
I mean,
and he was there for their playing.
Do you like him? Do you like him better than Diabate? You would take him over Diabate?
I like the contract better.
What about the
because Diabate, you're gonna have to sign him, right? And so second apron blues again. That's the only problem with Diabate is the second apron blues.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. It's like a black cloud hanging over not just our heads. It hangs
everybody.
Over every team, the whole league.
Every team.
Exactly. It's just
that's why I'm gonna piss them off tomorrow. Figgy, I'm gonna say they owe Dolan an apology tomorrow. They're gonna be mad.
No, you don't. Let me tell you.
If you want jokes, just go look at the comments of that video. Just look at the comments of people going crazy.
I have never said Dolan. Dolan to me, again, when people were, getting mad at him because they, going to the second apron for Mitchell Robinson, I was with you.
Oh my goodness.
I was complete. No. I was completely with you on that. And as much as I do like Mitchell Robinson, I was like, you guys want to go in the second apron for Mitchell Robinson, and you're accusing James Dolan of being cheap? I mean, James Dolan is paying right now for a coach that we don't even have. He's still paying fibs off.
This is the second year of luxury tax. So you can't say he doesn't want to spend money. We're spending money. It's not about the money. It's about the penalty. That's why the Thunder, they got rid of a starter and 2 rotational players. Like, we lost Mitch. They lost a starter and 2 rotational players. So
Exactly, Karan. I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, we're not in trouble, y'all. We're in good shape. Mitch is not, and I love the guy, but again, he averaged 11 points a minute in the finals. He averaged 11 points a minute. And I'm telling you, you need to bring up, I think people, again, Andre Drummond, I'm not going to say he's in the same category as Mitchell Robinson, but his numbers are right there with him. If we're talking like Moneyball and we're going to look at stats, we're going to get back what we lost. So I don't really understand why everybody is so crazy that we lost Mitch, we lost Huck, Huck 40, we lost, Trey Jameson. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're okay. Everything's okay.
Leon has a plan, man.
He definitely does. And I think that that's part of why everyone's on edge too, because, it's hard to see. Again, a couple of years ago when I opened up my phone and I saw that we traded Dante DiVincenzo, that bothered me more than Julius, if I'm being quite honest with you.
I was mad that we got Towns. I was like, why would we get Towns? Oh, this, that, and the third. But then I did my homework. I said, wait a minute.
And then here we are. Oh, snap. BKN 1982. He's saying that Drummond does better than Mitch. All right. Damn.
Well, if you factor in the money,
I'll give you. Yes. Value for the dollar. Yes, you get. I would say you're 100% right. You get more value for the dollar because he comes in so much less, and you're getting very comparable. The numbers are comparable. So I will.
You're going to get the rebounding, not the offensive, but you're going to get total rebounds.
And of course, it takes away the whole Hack-a-Mitch situation, which, by the way, we were able to get away with that because Mike Brown mitigated that during the playoffs. You remember, like
100%.
every time a team would go to the Hack-a-Mitch, he would bring Towns. Yeah, he would immediately time out, bring in Cat, because now y'all are in foul trouble, and Cat will hit his free throws if you guys want to play that game. But we're not going to be able to do that again this year.
No. And the offense should be a lot more smoother because now if Drummond gets the ball, he can make you pay. He can shoot. Mitchell was not a threat when he caught the ball because, Mitch, he's going to look to pass it back. Only time he catches the ball, he's a threat is when he's in the air catching the lob. So.
That's Boston's problem now, man. They got their own.
I can't. Yo, Figgy, just remember, I know you love Mitch, but I'm telling you, I'm on his body. And look, when the Celtics crash and burn, he's going to be the fall guy. Just remember I said that. They going to blame him. Just watch.
You know what? I'm not a Mitchette. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm a Mitchette because I do not want to go into the second apron for Mitch, nor did I believe that, Mitch, we were going to, and by the way, he could have stayed. By the way, a lot of New York Knicks fans he didn't get that much more going to Boston. He could have taken a pay cut and stayed. He chose not to, which is fine. That's his business. Again, no hate. I'm not going to speak ill of Mitch, but now that's not our problem. That's Boston. That's a Boston problem, and they've got a lot more. They got a lot more problems. But I hope Mitch, for his own sake and his own mental health, stay off social media, man, because I agree with you. Those cretins up in Boston will turn on him, no doubt.
He already was arguing with them, so the precedent was set. he gonna be up in there. Trust me, he's gonna be. Watch, we gonna see it. I probably won't talk about it because once the season start, I'm locked in on the net. Now off season, okay, but when that season start, it's too much Nick news to talk about. It's too much Nick business. Maybe if we're playing the Celtics, then maybe, but nah. If we're not playing the Celtics, I will not be thinking about Mitchell Robinson. Facts.
No, for sure. The same way we're not going to think, look, you think anybody's worried about Huck Porty going to the Sixers? Again, God bless Huck 40, but he is a foul waiting to happen. So, you know.
I just want to see him start against the Knicks. I can't wait for that. It's just going to be a sight to see.
Who's going to start in Boston? Is it Mitch? Good luck, man.
Well, no. You know, that Cater guy is solid, bro. I think he's a better free throw shooter. Yeah, Cater play. Yo, they said when Cater, I'm not sure if it finished like this, but when Cater was on the floor, they were the #1 defensive team in basketball by like a historic mark. This was earlier in the year. I'm pretty sure that number changed, but defensively, he was like Mutombo out there. I'm not going to lie. I might put him ahead of Mitch defensively. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might.
Wow.
I might.
Defensively, because what else does Mitch have? If you take away his defense, now what are you putting? What box are you
I'm
putting
just saying.
him in now?
I'm giving the kid the defense. Of course, Mitch has the offensive rebounding, right? And the kid, he shoots 70% from free throws. So yeah, you're not hacking Cater. Yeah.
No, so then Cater will start.
I'm thinking he's gonna start.
I would start him over Mitch if I was coaching over there, but you know, and look, again, I'm with you, Mitch. I wish him well. I don't wish him ill, but he's gone now. He's gone now. I do know that, like I told you, like you said it, they're probably going to turn on him the same way Philadelphia is going to turn on LeBron and blame him, you know?
I'm telling you, let that, when Boston crashing, Figgy, just wait. I know, but I'm not rooting for Mitch to get hurt or nothing like that. But I know Boston's gonna fail. I just know it's gonna happen. And when it happens, I just want my flowers like I told y'all so. But I appreciate you, Figgy. This guy Ty. Ty wants to call back. Oh,
Ty, let Ty bring it home tonight because he was cooking with boiling hot lard tonight, man. Go ahead, Ty, finish it up.
I feel like this callback's for me. I just feel like it's something that I said. But I appreciate you, Figgy.
All right, appreciate it. I look forward to tomorrow with the Dolan topic, man.
Oh yeah, top of the morning for sure.
Man. Yeah, man.
All right, big time salute. That's gonna be my first clip. Y'all owe Dolan in the pie. I'm going there, dog. I'm going there. Hold on, is this a Spurs fan? By the way, look, I just want to show y'all something, just for a sample. I think we got a Spurs fan, but this is a fake ass Spurs fan. He's not a real Spurs fan. He talking about he was a Dallas fan. So look, y'all don't have to even donate the hang up. All right. If he comes in here tripping, I'm getting them out of here because I already got a hang up in the stash. So like, let's say 2 people donate a hang up. It doesn't go to waste. It's saved for future use. So I'm just showing y'all this, and I may give you an example. All right. And then I got my man Ty. Hold on. I just want to see how this call is gonna go. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? Get him out of here. Hey, yo, J-Tap. There you go. And you know what? That was kind of corny. He's getting blocked. Yeah, I'm blocking him. Yeah. Listen, man, I taught basketball on here. So you're done, dog. You'll never call in here again. Getting him out of here. I thought he was going to at least have a conversation. You're cooked, dog. All right. Let me get my man Ty. Permanently blocked. Call my phone playing. Okay, I lost my chat window. Let me get it back. Let me get my man Ty up in here. What's going on, man? We got trolls, man. Get rid of them.
Yo, what's wrong with people?
And we still got the call back. We didn't burn the call back.
No, don't burn the call back on that. Yo,
yeah, he trolling.
Whoever did that, yo, listen. I wish you nightmares tonight when you go to sleep, bro.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that was super weird. Yeah. All right. So I got something for Blue. I got something for everybody, right? Like all the skeptics. No, it's okay. since we're doing all these hypotheticals, I just sat here and thought about it, right? And it's not against Blue. It's just against the people who like, the hypotheticals of trading Cat, trading OG, and all of this.
Right, the negative hypotheticals.
Yeah, I'm about to just go here then.
Let's go.
And this is for you too, KP. Figure don't be mad at me. Did Leon Rose fail us?
What? Nah, you tripping.
Hold on. Did Leon Rose fail us? Nobody's giving him an option. Every time he goes after a player, they're blocking him. They're stealing from us. Are we too invested in Leon Rose? Can he do no wrong?
What?
Did he mess up his championship run?
What?
Did he mess up his championship run? Did we lose Tyler Nichols for nothing? Did we lose all of our centers? Did we re-sign anybody? Are we gonna pay Cat?
Okay, I get you. You being sarcastic. You trying to get us back for doing the hypotheticals negatively.
That's a fact. I can go there.
I got you. I know.
I can go there, fam. You know what I'm saying? But you're level-headed, so you peeped it. But it's the fact. But did he do?
Though?
But we don't know, though, right? Do we really know, though? Do we know if Leon's over there scratching his head, sitting back like, what the hell just happened? Do we know? We don't know. We didn't know what he was cooking the first time. How we know? We don't know. We don't know, Lord. Fam. So what is Leon Rose doing that we can say, oh, this is great? What has he done? What have he done? What has he done? I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about the championship. I know all of that. I'm talking about right now during this offseason. All we did was re-sign Landry Shaman. Juice is not even like what are we doing? We lost Mitchell Robinson.
No, not Mitch.
No. My gosh. No, Sohan. Sohan was the best. Sohan was the guy.
The triple agent.
He was
triple
perfect.
agent.
Yeah. Man. Should we get y'all? I mean, you know what? Maybe nope. We're gonna get LeBron. Because he got a relationship with LeBron. He gonna get LeBron.
No, I got one better. We gonna get Taj Gibson.
Yo.
He gonna be the 14th man. Yo.
You won.
God.
You won. I tried to troll, but you beat me.
As soon as he get bought out. Oh my God, yo.
Yo, listen. I just call it sitting there trollmaker because it's like this is what we doing, y'all. This is what we doing. So if you really want to point some fingers and y'all really want to be mad at somebody and be skeptical and have all this hypotheticals and conspiracy theory, what is Leon Rose doing for us right now? Is he good with winning that one chip?
Nah, he plotting, man. Ty, he plot. See, they got to be patient, though. It's only August. Relax, young Tigers.
But they're not, fam. And see how easy it is to go off the rails? See how easy it is? It's a lot you can look at and say.
What she said?
Yo, nah. Figs, I'm just saying. I can't have my sis go. I can't have her come at me. No, but fam, for real, because we sitting here and we're talking about OG can go, Cat can go. So we just want Brunson by
himself.
It's the reason why
he gonna do everything.
Said, you know what? Yeah, that 113. However you break it down, at 13 a year. Nah. Let's try to work that out and get some people over here. Because even Brunson knows he needed a team. He knew he needed a team in college. He knew he needed a team in high school. So we got to stop it. We just got to let Leon Rose do what he's doing. Don't panic over anything. Because if not, if you want to point the finger, you point the finger at Leon Rose. He's the one who let everybody go. He's the one who decided these players don't want.
But that's always been my energy, right? We complain about the move, but not the person who makes the move.
They want to blame the players. The players is like, yo, I got to get my money. I got a family. I'm trying to have longevity in the league. Let me go get this 100%. Bag, man.
100%. Like Drummond, right? To everybody who don't like Drummond, that means you don't like what Leon Rose did. You don't like his move.
And the last time and yo, KP, you said something. I'm gonna be 110% transparent with you, fam. I was the same way when we talking about we was getting Cat. I'm like, what Cat?
Yeah.
What? You gonna let
what?
You gonna let Randolph go? Like, prisoner of the moment, knowing that Randolph is a choker, knowing that Randolph
Right.
he couldn't bring us home. But it was just
Right.
the fact that that's why I'm saying it wasn't about Mitch. It was about familiarity, comfortability.
Right, being comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I didn't want them players to go. DiVincenzo left. I was really hurt behind that. I ain't gonna lie. When DiVincenzo left, I was like, that hurt me. That hurt me. I still think we could have got Cat without DiVincenzo going. That's why Minnesota can't utilize him, man. That was a bad trade right there.
You saying they got bad juju?
Yeah, he's coming back to New York. He's coming back to New York. You think Jalen Brunson's not getting his boy over here for another run? Watch.
It's possible because I think Dante gonna be minimum money because think about it, he gonna miss the entire year. Then go into free agency.
Absolutely. So once free agency starts in the middle of the year, DiVincenzo will get traded back to these Knicks, man. Watch and see,
not traded, but no, I'm talking about next summer. Yeah, next summer.
Oh no, I think he's coming before then, KP.
Nah, because he makes about $12 million. We don't really got the salary for that. So we could wait for him. Remember, he out the whole year. He Achilles. He's not playing this year.
Oh, so he's not playing at all. I thought he was gonna
He's not playing, dog. So now he got to go into free agency with an Achilles.
He's coming back home. He's coming back.
So now you can sign him for the low. You feel me?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, what you really could do, like, all right, if Towns take less, Hart take less to get Dante back, you could give him the $6 million exception.
There you go. I know he's coming back, fam. I feel it.
So now he's not getting the super low money. He getting exception money. You feel me?
Right.
It's possible.
So,
that's possible.
And that's what I'm saying to everybody. Like, we got to relax, man, because if y'all want to point the fingers at somebody, y'all want to be skeptical about somebody, be skeptical about Leon. You know what I'm saying? That's why I coined the phrase "the rose from the concrete," because Leon knows what he's doing, man. And if he doesn't, then guess what? He got us a chip. We got to hold that. 53 years winning the chip.
We getting another one. Like, even if the worst possible scenarios we don't win this year,
there you go.
We getting another one. Trust me. We getting another one.
We winning this year, fam. Because
I'm just saying, like, no matter how you cutting it, we getting another one. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. Brunson's definitely getting two. But I think Brunson wants a back-to-back because Clyde had 2 and 3 years. I think Brunson wants to solidify his position as the greatest Knick ever because when his father didn't concede and said, "Well, you're not my favorite Knick," I'm looking at the thing like, "Damn, that's your son." He like,
what if that's his goal?
Yeah, that's
to prove his dad wrong. Like, nah,
that's a fact,
you can't.
Family.
You feel me?
Picking it up. You know what it is, KP.
I'm telling
you,
that's
a fact.
Dude, listen, I'm a competitor. I'm very I always find angles. Like, I'm not sure if you saw the last Who video I did. The dude said, "Yo, we won 88 games in a row." I said, "Word? All right." I'm calling everything. Oh, you gonna call travel? Yeah, I'm calling travel. You said you won 88 games in a row. I'm trying to. Hey, I gotta. And guess what we did? We beat them, and then we stopped that streak. I was on fire. I was out there looking like Tyler Nickel out there that first game, dog. I couldn't miss. J-Tap was like, "Yo, Karan need a 10-day." He said, "Yo, he said, yo, Karan need a 10-day." I was gunning. I told you, I'm back.
I'm back. Listen, that one game you had, Phil, you was out there, and like the dude called some bogus call. KP was like, "That ain't no foul." Yo, it was the funniest. I said, "Yo, you know what? If y'all have not watched KP play basketball, go on there.
It's an adventure.
Check out some of his clips, man. It's entertaining. Like, literally, I'm telling y'all, I went on there and I kind of got hooked. I'm like, so check it out.
More coming,
look, man. It's not that long.
Yo, Top, we going back to Brooklyn.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, we going in the Lions then.
No, listen, man. We got to get that jersey for Brownsville Spurs fan. We got to get
we got to set that up. Listen, as soon as I get the jersey, I'm in Brooklyn. That's nothing. I just need the jersey.
You gotta let me know. I can send the money for the jersey or help you out.
I want a cheap. I want a very cheap Temu jersey. I don't want nothing fly.
Yeah,
I want a Temu Knick jersey.
Tight around the waist. Just make sure it's tight around the waist.
Yeah, I need something like that.
Yeah, like something like.
Facts. No, we dead ass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get his size too.
We wanted form fitting for him so that way he can see his muscles. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I'm gonna make a note to reach out to him tomorrow. I need your size, bro. I'm gonna go on Temu. and see what we can get. I wanted to have like a foreign logo. Something that you can't get in America.
Yo, he said a foreign logo. I'm cooked.
Yo. And then I wanted to say like so hard, but spelled wrong. I wanted to be so disrespectful, bro. Oh my goodness.
Have it upside down. Yo, I'm so
yeah. I want the N to be a little higher than the E. You know, like not we call
yo.
They got New York as one word. Like the Y and the W is together. Yo, all right, we having too much fun. I gotta go, Ty.
Yo, listen.
What's up?
Yo, Figgy said from Canal Street.
Oh, wait a minute. Do they got cheap jerseys on Canal?
And you know,
I have to go to Canal Street.
And you know they're gonna have some stitching going across the number by accident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I need something like that. I need something very disrespectful. It has to look crazy. Then I'm gonna go to his block. Mellow Mike already said, "Yo, I'm there. I'm going with you, just in case he want to front." You know, Mellow Mike is like a bodyguard. He like 6'5", 270, big dude. He ain't playing with you. Yeah. So just in case, you know what I mean. I'm good anyway. That's Brooklyn. I'm good anywhere in Brooklyn.
Nah, but I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. You know, listen.
Yeah.
Go over there.
Because it's going to be very embarrassing. Trust me, his block is going to love me. They're going to be like, oh, the Objective fan, I'm subscribing right now.
Listen. That thing will do numbers, fam. That thing will do numbers.
Oh, my goodness, bro. I'm going to put it on TikTok, too, everywhere. It's going to be on every platform. Fam. Threads. I don't even be on Threads. It's gonna go on Threads. It's gonna go everywhere. Pinterest.
Yo, I swore that was him smacking them little kids at the Knicks game.
Nah. No, yo, if we never saw him, it could have been, but we seen him. We know that's not him.
Okay.
You remember how he looked? Because remember we did the debate and he came on the so he's not that big.
Yeah, but it was close. Like I'm like, wait, that's him. I tripped out a little bit because I was like, is that some Brownsville Spurs fan from Brooklyn?
Listen, let me tell you something. He's lucky that them YNs wasn't out there, boy.
Oh yeah. See, he was doing that to regular fans. He wasn't doing that.
Yeah, because trust me,
to the little young wolves out there, fam.
Listen, them young wolves would have been 130 pounds. He would have been. I gotta go, Ty. We having too much fun. We having too much fun.
All right, fam. All right,
big time salute.
All right, fam.
No doubt. Oh, wait, no, we can't go nowhere. We got Cleo. Hold on, I got to get Cleo in the building. Yo, I'm telling you, it would have been a whole bunch of young dudes, 130 pounds. That big dude would have been on the floor like this. He would have been done. Yeah, nobody ain't worried about him, yo. He's lucky the police saved his life, though. Tell you that much. If y'all didn't see that footage. What's good, Cleo?
Hey, how are you?
I see you calling in. I mean, you a vampire? you with the late night crew. I got to do more late shows to get Cleo on the line. I figured the secret out. Family sleeping. I can talk my Nick talk. Uh-oh, did we lose her? Oh, we got it right back. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, let me get her right back. My bad. Not sure what happened. Got you back, Cleo. Got you back.
Oh, yes. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened?
Nah, it's just I gotta block this troll. It's all good.
Oh, okay, I understand.
But
yes. Up today, tonight, yes.
Yeah, me and Ty having too much fun.
Oh my God. And I was like listening to the show and people were talking about getting rid of Cat, getting rid of OG, and
yeah, it was crazy.
I don't understand that. Like, out of the starting five, who are the weakest ones on the floor?
Damn, it's hard to answer.
and Bridges.
Well, I mean,
Hart and Bridges, in my opinion, right?
Okay. That's fair.
Right? I mean, out of the starting five, who are the weakest ones on the floor? I mean,
but I mean, are they weak or are they weak, or do we require them to do less? Like
I see what you're saying, but I would get rid of Josh and Bridges before I get rid of Cat or OG. But that's, I mean,
I get you saying that to avoid that second apron. Right? Yeah, to avoid that second. Why nobody ever thought of that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm sitting here listening to Blue and Ty and everybody. And I'm like, well, damn, like, get rid of Cat, get rid of OG. But what happened to Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges?
Well, you know, I do have an answer for that, because I feel like Boston Celtics is giving us the blueprint for what not to do. Because they, you know, they always make the mistake first, and then we all learn from it as a league. So the only rationale would be, let's say Towns doesn't sacrifice, he's getting 35%. Now Brunson gets 35%. Are you also going to give OG 35%? Or let's say Towns sacrifices and he takes 30%. Now OG wants 35%. And Brunson wants 35%. So who would have to go out of those three? So I think that's because you can't have 35% of the Cat players. So that's what Boston showed. That's why they traded, what's his name, Brown to Philly. So I think that's the reason why.
Going to do that though.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're going to get the answer soon, I feel, because you know, they want to take care of this business before the season starts. It'll just make everything a lot smoother. But I agree. I think he's going to take less.
Yeah. And like, get rid of OG and Cat. Like, really? Those are our best players on there.
Also, but Cleo, to be fair, is not now. It would be 28, 29. That's what he's talking. He's talking like 2 years from now.
Corner, though. That's like right around the corner, in my opinion.
It is. But you know, we still got, you know, a lot of basketball left between then to see how it works. You know, because I do think that success matters. Like, if you start falling out of the finals and you getting bumped in the first round, yeah, something's gonna have to give at that point. I'm not saying that's gonna be our fate. Relax.
Yeah.
But we gotta see. You know, this is why I'm saying I don't know who I would give up, because I got to see what happens.
That's true.
It's a lot about, if we win 3 championships in a row. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Oh my God.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, get rid of who?
Yes.
Let's go for the 4th.
Thank you.
Let's do something that MJ didn't do.
Thank you. That part. Yes.
You feel me? So we got to see. We got to watch it develop, Cleo. But I agree, though, maybe this conversation is too premature. Like, maybe we got to relax.
Yeah, thank you. And then, you know, I also wanted to, you know, touch on the fact that, you know, I was the first one that said that Leon Rose in the front office wasn't calling LeBron, remember? Because you kind of challenged me on that. You said, oh, they calling LeBron, but now we know that they did.
Okay, so
remember we had that talk about LeBron, because I said, and you know, I said Jalen Brunson's not calling LeBron, and then I said, because it was what Rich Paul and Max having that conversation, and Max said, do you think the Knicks oh no, he said, did the Knicks call LeBron? And then Rich Paul said, yeah, they called him. And then you said, I said, he didn't call him. I said, they didn't call. I said the front office didn't call LeBron. And you said the front office did call him. And then I said, because you said Rich Paul said that, and I said, I don't believe nothing that come out of that man's mouth.
Well, I mean, of course, he's gonna always try to put stuff in the best benefit of his client. But I do.
Thank you.
I don't think he's lying about that. So I got reports saying that the Knicks had like light conversation. It didn't go nowhere. It wasn't like they were like, "Yo, we need LeBron now." They did have conversation about LeBron, but the Knicks never, formally said, "Yo, we want to sign him." Like they weren't one of the 12 teams. I think there was 12 teams that made offers or pitches to try to bring LeBron. The Knicks never tried to recruit him. The conversation we had was whether or not Brunson should reach out to LeBron. And my point was, and what I was saying was that it is customary for star players to reach out and recruit.
Yeah,
but in Brunson's case, if the thought process is, well, he has to call LeBron to come, and because LeBron can't reach out to him, because honestly, we're the champs. So why would Brunson be subject to reach out to LeBron? No, it's not something that Brunson had to do. Now, if he did it, okay, that's cool, but it's not something that he had to do. So yeah, you were right on the money in terms of Brunson not having to call LeBron. I didn't like that either because, I feel like LeBron is trying to be the man.
Thank you.
In the situation. And when I wanted LeBron, Cleo, I was looking at the money and I thought that automatically he's taking a backseat because you can't call shots getting $4 million. That's not the way the league works. You can't come in there with your little $4 million talking about I want this. What? Because that contract, we could waive you. We could trade you. I mean, that's not a loss. Now, when you're making $57 million, okay.
Why now you want, why all of a sudden now he wants to come to New York? All these years he had a chance to come. He didn't, he never made an effort to come. And now all of a sudden we win the championship. He wants to come. Now, if we didn't win the championship, he wouldn't have came to New York. We all know that.
Rich Paul said no, there would be no board. Rich Paul said that he would be a Knick if we didn't win the championship because of the ego thing.
I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. You mean to tell me he's been in the league 24 years and now all of a sudden?
Because he wants the clout.
Hypothetically speaking, if the Knicks didn't win this year, he still would have came to New York. I don't know.
Because he wants to be the one to get us to the championship. That's why. So he could be touted as the difference maker. We won the championship because of him.
Why do we have to get him past his prime? Why do we have to get?
I know.
It makes no sense to me.
Right.
And then think about this too. Before I get off, is Jalen Brunson was able to bring a championship home after 53 years. So now LeBron is trying to be like Jalen. Well, I'm going to bring Philly a championship.
I know, 43-year-old.
Come on now. The last time Philly won a championship, it was what? Moses Malone and Dr. J. And Dr. J. You know how long ago that was?
It's a long time before I was born.
Thank you. I was very small at that age. So are you trying to be like Jalen now? I'm serious. I understand that you are not a player hater. You more of a player appreciator. But for me, I never liked LeBron. I just believe that, there's a difference between LeBron and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he made players better when he was out there on the floor. From my eyes, he made players better. Like LeBron, you don't make players better. You wait until they already stars or all-stars or
super duper stars.
Thank you. And then you want to join up. You want to join.
And those guys sacrifice to be with him. Bosh had 0 points in the championship game.
Wow.
0 points. They won, but I'm just saying, 0 points. This guy was averaging 22 and 13. It's a beast.
Thank you. And Michael Jordan and Kobe, they didn't leave their teams. They stuck with their same teams. They never left their teams. So, you know, LeBron, you out there hopping from team to team, you know, like Kobe and Michael Jordan would never do that. They never done it. So I just think that there's a difference between a king and a goat. He calls himself a king. There's a difference between a king and a goat.
I want to play devil advocate on that, though. It's easy for MJ and Kobe to stay when you're in LA and Chicago. This dude isn't. You're in Cleveland right now, right? You're in that area. I mean, what were they going to do over there with him? There's no way they were building a championship team. There just was not going to happen. So he had to go. But if you in Chicago or if Kobe's in LA, I mean, dude, you get Shaq the same. You come out the draft and you get Shaq in the same draft. Like, it's not like they build it from the ground up. LA, they didn't build that from the ground up. They got Shaq in the free agency and they drafted Kobe. That's what LA does. They always get super duper stars every 5 years. So, you know, it's a lot different. If LeBron was drafted in LA, I don't think he goes nowhere. I don't think LeBron goes nowhere because where else you gonna go? You gonna go? Are you gonna go to Cleveland? And when you're in LA, nah, I'm gonna stay my ass in LA and get these championships. You know. So that's all. You know, I'm for. That's why I say I'm for the player empowerment because the owners will get rid of you at any point in time.
Yeah, but Shaq was in Orlando, and he left Orlando after realizing that, well, I'm not going to win the championship with Penny.
Right.
I'm not going to win one with Penny, so let me go over here with Kobe. Thank you. So he's another one running around chasing ring, and then have the nerve to say stuff about LeBron. Like, really? Get out of here with that. They're the same way.
Great point. Charles Barkley, the same thing. Charles Barkley went to the Sun. The Suns, you know how nice the Suns was in the thing?
Oh my God. Yes.
Yo, did you know how good bro?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always happened. But see, Cleo, I just because I'm the type to point at the owners too, like, yo, you know, look at what y'all doing. So I do like the players saying, screw that. We're gonna make our own super team. You know what I'm saying? Let's come. I kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie. But I will say this though. Don't try to use the Knicks to build your legacy and want to be a Knick when it's convenient. That part I don't like. That part I don't like. Like, if you would have lost, then I would have came. Nah, you stay over there, dog. We don't need that energy, dog. If you had lost the championship, but I see Cleo, I wasn't thinking like when I first was thinking, I was like, man, we get LeBron for the minimum. I could only think about that, but seeing this other antics,
yes, and I was like,
yeah. Because I wasn't thinking about the other antics. Because I'm thinking like, yo, you a minimum contract, dude. You can't call shots where you the minimum man, dog. We call you little money. That's short money. You can't. That it's a pecking order in the locker room.
Yeah.
You know, like literally, like. All right, I saw a player. I can't remember who it was. Who was that? They were saying how they were giving this guy the business, but they said, "Listen, we know you're putting in work, but we're paying this guy $20 million a year, so he's going to start." Sorry, you're a rookie minimum. So that's just how it works. That's how the league's always been. But we'll see what Philly does. I don't care. I want them to be at their best, Cleo, because I want to cook them. I don't want no excuses. Yo, Cleo, I don't want to hear about LeBron. Please put them at their best.
Do you know we'll get them open tonight?
I think so. I think the league's gonna fix it. And remember, Cleo, look, watch this too, right?
Yeah.
We in the same cup division too.
Oh, that's
so
true.
Don't be surprised.
89 points in the playoff. You know, like so
Cleo,
I feel like okay, you got Jalen, you got LeBron. Okay, so maybe it won't be 89 points.
Right. You might get a game this time.
Yeah, maybe you might beat you by 50 something, 60 something.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not concerned. But look, Cleo, I wouldn't be surprised if one of us wins the cup. Because you know you go to the knockout round, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of us wins the division and the other one is in the wild card. We see each other in the first round. Listen, the NBA gonna try to milk that 5 games. LeBron and the Knicks. I'm not gonna be surprised.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready because I
telling
feel
you.
like I broke down and like VJ. I'm not knocking him, but I
He's too
seen
little.
how he played. I seen how he played during the playoffs, and he
He's
was
too little.
like
He ain't ready.
he's not. He was inconsistent at some point in the playoffs. Maxey did pretty good, but I still think
Maxey's nice.
He's food for Jalen, so forget it.
We got Mikal Bridges. We got Mikal. Hey, look, Cleo. Look, you know what I think about Philly when we talk about them?
Yeah.
What's going to happen when Joel Embiid and LeBron James becomes pick and roll food? That's all I'm thinking about. I ain't going to defend Joel Embiid defending pick and roll with Brunson. He got to switch on the. Oh
my God.
I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Well, I can't wait too. I hope that's the first game because I just feel like out of the starting five is VJ and Embiid. I think they're the weakest, and LeBron too. Let me say that. Three
defensively for sure. Oh.
Yes, they're the weakest ones on the team.
Then when they make the mistake, Cleo, look, they're gonna make the mistake and put Brown on Brunson. It's gonna be even worse because now LeBron got to guard Josh Hart. What Josh Hart gonna do? He gonna set the screen. We gonna get. Oops, let's switch that up. LeBron, come over here. Get over here. I love basketball. This is why, Cleo. I'm telling you, I can't wait to debate the Philadelphia fan. I'm gonna cook them. I'm putting them in the grill.
So there is a fan you getting ready to debate?
I got somebody in my scopes. I got a couple of people in the scope right now. I'm like this on them. I got the binoculars out. I'm watching them. I'm like, oh man,
wow,
this is gonna be
I can't
food.
wait. Yes, hey, you got Allen Iverson, you got Kevin Hart, you got all these Philly fans coming out of the woods now.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Oh God, these guys was not talking about the Sixers. Oh my God, you never heard these guys talk about. Now they going crazy with the. Oh my. Yo, Cleo.
We're gonna win it all. Oh my God. I said, wow.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait, man. We going back. But I appreciate you, Cleo. Great call. Now I know I gotta do the late night shows to get Cleo on.
See, the thing is, I took a nap earlier today. That's why.
Oh, so you got energy.
Yes.
Got
you. Yes. Okay. Shout out. I want to say shout out to your wifey too, Maxine,
super producer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ty, El Figgy, Joseph, everybody that and J Tap, his crazy self.
Oh yeah, he's a troublemaker.
Leave Josh Hart alone, J Tap. Stop that.
Yeah, he gotta stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
thank you, Cleo.
Yes, thank you.
All right. By the way, salute to Cleo, salute to Ty, OKF Nation Plus. I appreciate y'all support, man. It goes a long way to all the channel members. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss no Tyler Nickel news. I guess not. We'll see tomorrow what happens with Nickel. Yeah, nothing right now. This guy, Jaylen Brown's an interesting guy. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, Blue and Orange Brunch. Look for me around 2 o'clock. I think I'm going to hoop tomorrow. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go hoop. I probably won't record, though. I'll probably go back out to record on Friday. But anyway, well, wait, hold on. Today's Wednesday. I'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. But look, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Until next time, as always, let's go.